Hey, welcome guys.
Welcome to D4.
We're so good at this every week, it just gets better and better.
Yeah. I'm Devin.
I'm Dustin.
And we co-DM a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons game.
Welcome to session 9. Nine weeks in.
You made it this far without dying.
Yeah, we'll see.
It's been some close calls.
I don't know.
On to we have a few announcements before we get into tonight's game. First of all, we want to go ahead and remind everybody to please, it is the first of the month, so if you are subscribed with us via Twitch Prime, go ahead and renew that, refresh it. We really appreciate it. We still have a giveaway once we hit 75 subscribers for the amazing 3 miniatures here, the Troll, Beholder, and Fomorian. We want to give those away, please. I'm tired of them being here. Please, give them to you.
We want you to have them.
Yes, please go ahead and subscribe. 75, share us. Get us to your friends. Let everyone know if you like us to subscribe to us, please. If you don't like us, subscribe to us. Yeah. No.
Subscribe to us. That'll show us.
I will feel so lessened.
I will note in a few minutes you may hear a little buzzing up above us here. It is because they're buffering the floors above us, and there's nothing we can do about it. We're trying to, but if you hear it's that.
That's what it is.
Arcane bees.
Yes.
Arcane bees.
That's real bad, weather caused problems in Waterdeep. Also, a reminder again, we are working with the Children's Healthcare of Atlanta and Extra Life, so continue to donate there. So that later on we can torture Ethan by making him play Paranoia, where you guys choose what happens.
Yep. Yeah. Donations affect the game. This will be a lot of fun. We'll get that link up on our social media, so that way you can donate there. But it is Extra Life, and it is such an amazing cause, and we definitely want to give back to the kids.
Also, another thing, a few of us will not be here on the good old St. Patrick's Day. I will be out of town. Goblin Katie will be out of town, but you might find something
else here.
Yeah,
so we'll
something
announce
fun to
that
watch
as we get closer to that date. But look onto that. We will still have stuff here. This may not be the normal, regularly scheduled broadcast. It might be something fun and exciting. So
it's just
I
me
did not know
sitting
we were
there.
doing that.
It's just Rhea. Just Rhea sitting there,
staring
at the camera, not saying anything.
For 4 hours. Okay, so she's gonna be reading fan fiction, just not aloud. So you'll see all of her reaction.
In case you're like, that's saucy.
Oh my goodness.
And again, shout out to our friends over at ATL D&D, where they are doing Slady's Night, celebration of the badass ladies that all play D&D, where the ladies will take over and DM for those in the community as a fundraiser, and all proceeds go to fundraiser of Girls Inc. Atlanta, and it'll start Sunday, March 24th, and goes on through Thursday, March 28th. Our fabulous lady DMs will take over. But make sure to look at more information at that at Slady's, SLAYDES.ATLD.com.
Oh my god. Say that 5 times fast.
No, thank you. And as regularly scheduled.
I believe we're
Oh my God, is it me? This is Patrick Logan with D&D Beyond. Certainly, certainly is. I have actual promotions to talk about today, aside from the exploits of a deep gnome.
As opposed to
I keep
fake
encouraging. The deep gnomes are real. All of us. They are real.
In our hearts.
Yes. Anyway.
on our sheets.
D&D Beyond just released their mega menu. They changed the layout of the front of it to make it a lot more user-friendly, make it a lot more easier to navigate. And for that, specifically, a little bit of a giveaway here. For your next purchase, if you use the code BADEYE25, that's BADEYE 25, one word, you get 25% off your next purchase. And if you use the code SWEETT25, spelled like sweet tea, SWEETTEA 25, you get 25% off the Legendary Bundle, which means you as a DM can share all the books that you own with the people who are in your campaign. So do that.
Do it.
Do it now.
It's super sweet.
We got a lot to get to tonight, so I'll briefly touch on Deep Gnomes. The rest of the month of March will be about the exploits of Deep Gnomes. Send me more Deep Gnomes. If I get a team of 6 Deep Gnomes, I will write a short story about them.
Oh, man.
I will talk about the exploits of these 6 deep modes. There are 3 spots left. One has been recently filled by Fopmonton Dingle from Clambake at Ghost of Clambake on Twitter. So thank you once again, Ghost of Clambake, for the lovely Fopmonton Dingle. I'll talk more about him next time. But let's, we'll move forward for now.
All right.
Hey, how's it going? I am Katie Downey, and I'm here to talk to you about Beetle and Grimm's Pandemonium Warehouse. I learned a valuable lesson this weekend, and that is don't talk about things you're doing on Twitter. Because people might see it, and then you might actually have to do it. So, without further ado, with the announcement that Beetle and Grimm is expanding their offerings to include the Sinister Silver Edition Ghosts of Salt Marsh box, I give you a sea shanty.
Ooh.
You're playing D&D with your deep gnome team of 3, laying everything to waste. The rise of Tiamat, more like been there, done that. And Strahd is just a thick red paste. You need a new campaign, your eyes set on the main. Your table heads toward the sea. But wait, dear, not so fast. Before the first die is cast, there is something more you need. Get yourself to beetleandgrim.com. Woo! And from the front page you can get your pre-order on. Oh, whoa. And there you go.
Awesome.
The Sinister Silver Edition box is $175 on pre-order right now. It will be delivered in June, and it is absolutely awesome. It has jewelry, it has encounter cards, it's got maps, it looks absolutely phenomenal. I have ordered mine. Join me, won't you? You can get them again at beetleandgrim.com.
Arr!
I
I got it.
You got it. Go for it.
I mean, did you have something written?
No. It's all you.
Okay. Oh, didn't see you there.
Katie's back. It's true.
I'm back, if you haven't heard or seen all of my selfies. So, and if you haven't, well, feel free to check them out. I also sometimes talk about D4 in them. So, if you like sounds and want sounds that don't come out of your mouth, but in fact come out of your computer or speaker or phone instead, you should check out, for your game, you should check out Sirenscape for all of your ambient noises, your music, maybe even some character voices that you just like really didn't feel like doing that day. Like, they got it. That's that's actually my text tone. Sorry. And let me tell you, real lifesaver and really sets the mood for the right scene, if you know what I mean.
Mm-hmm. Like the 3 strange
Again,
scenes.
cue to my text tone.
And if you like D4 and the people involved, you'll love hanging out with us in our Discord server. Head over to the RockPunch ATL channel here on Twitch and scroll down to our social links. There's a convenient banner that says Discord, which if you click on it, will open a new tab where you can join. We're there all the time. We love to talk to people. If you're a big fan, it's the best way to find us. And by the way, Ryan L., you approached me this weekend and told me you loved the show. We love you too, man. Thank you so much for your kind words. It seriously touched me, genuinely. All right, and that
Real
leaves on to you
fast,
guys.
I will say, the Rock Punch streams are really fun. Some of us will appear in them occasionally. Like last Thursday, I was on King Sammy playing King Crusade. Crusader Kings 2. Dyslexia. Crusader Kings 2. and
It
we
was
had a lot of fun.
hilarious. Hilarious.
It's
I was
great
a
to watch.
vizier and then also a general. In,
I sent them
army.
bits and made her drink ranch soda.
It was awful. It was awful soda that tasted like ranch dressing.
Like, is this
so
a
much fun.
thing that exists?
Yes.
Yeah.
It's like berry bots.
That's
All right.
atrocious.
Actually drinking it, not
I'm
my
a
bad.
good friend.
Smelling and aftertaste was the worst.
Okay.
All right.
And with that,
And on that
Further ado,
note,
let us immerse ourselves into the chronicles of D4.
Eh,
Hey guys, and welcome back. So let us tell you a little bit about what happened, and also so that Cadkins can know, since she was out having fun in Germany without us.
Dog.
All jealous. Drinking some German beer.
Where
Last
are our presents?
okay. Last
My
week,
presents.
Last week, V and Venlee wrap up their payments to Mama Uwe by dropping off the retrievements from the City of the Dead. Here, Venlee inquires about familiars, and with the help of the old tiefling shaman woman, summons a visage from the past in the form of a blue butterfly. Meanwhile, Seisha, Voss, and Harold continued their conversations with Nigel of the Order of the Gauntlet, where he offered them a job if they needed money for services to the city, through a member of both the Gauntlet and the Greyhands. The rest of the day goes by pretty uneventfully as they continue to clean and begin repairs on the old manor. The next morning, a magically guided letter in the shape of a bird from Three Strings asking V if she would like to join him at the yawning portal arrives. And after spending the next hour of getting her ready for the second date, with Matrim, she hails a carriage and took her leave for the day. And as the carriage rode away, the party came face to face with the nightmarishly frightening visage of a black dragonborn known as Kaiser Vex.
Kaiser Vex.
He's the best.
The party, currently named the BFGs, spent the next hour learning about
The big friendly ghost.
it's going to be a good day today. Great night.
Yeah.
The party spent the next few hours learning about their new Bahamut cleric ally and learning about the inner workings of the Order of the Gauntlet, as well as the Grey Hand initiates for the Force Grey, ruled by the Blackstaff. Eventually, they talk about the disturbances happening in the Field Ward, where people have been going missing, and Kaiser Vex has a suspicion through rumors that the Cult of the Dragon is involved. With the promise of coin compensation, they all head to the Field Ward to investigate, where they are bombarded with the harsh reality of the bleak and brutal living conditions of life beyond the walls to protect the City of Splendors. After nearly striking out trying to find information in a shithole bar, a lizard folk hiding in the shadows revealed himself to the group. While talking with him, he divulges knowledge that he discerned while watching a few suspicious figures taking in sick and needy to be healed, but they never came out.
After Harold puts on a compelling show of his acting prowess by disguising himself as a sick and injured man to lure out whoever dwelled inside, Voss, who was hiding in the shadows as an ambush, cut the man down without hesitation in broad daylight of the busy Field Ward streets. It seemed to not bother many of the poor and desperate, as they seemed to just loot the body, but who's to say whether that may have consequences later? Inside the humble dwelling, the party found only but a simple living quarters and piles of questionably obtained clothes and handicapped devices. The group splits desperately to find any evidence of foul play, where most of the group scours the rooms upstairs, where they find an old testament of Tiamat. Or downstairs, Voss finds a pit trap by falling into its depths, trying to while unlocking a door to reveal a complicated shrine to all types of dragons.
With Kaiser Vex's help and the knowledge of dragons, and Venlee's sharp wit of recognizing the puzzle, the party easily descends into the depths of a makeshift cavern, until Seisha triggers the release, which closes Voss off from the group, leaving behind the puzzle room alone. Again, with some of Venlee's quick thinking and the help of her new familiar, she helped him through and solve the puzzle. Below the dark caves, the team barely wrestled through a swarm of centipedes and struggled through the magnetized copper tunnel powered by lightning from the plane of air, before coming across a room full of corpses, an empty holding chamber, and finally a ritual chamber to Tiamat. With what befell before them was the nightmarish voice of a dark omen, as the head of this dragon cult ritual had already been taken away. After a harrowing battle against the other 5 members of the cult, the party learns that something went very wrong with the divination ritual and something dark is coming. However, On the bright side, they found a hoard of unmarked silver bars and some finely crafted paintings to hopefully help them get the tavern repairs started. The group say their goodbyes to Kaiser Vex as he takes the cultist prisoner to the Order of the Gauntlet and hopes to one day cross paths with him again.
Really soon, please. We need healing.
Any cleric, really.
Yeah, we'll take it.
Order of the Rat, if that's a thing.
Sure.
Put a post on a board.
And with that, a carriage pulls up, and out steps V.
It is I. No.
We're like holding our organs in our body. Hey.
Are you guys outside or inside?
It's almost serendipitous.
Oh, hey, didn't see you there. No, okay. Sorry, I gotta stop doing that. You guys okay?
Tying my mask back onto my shoulder. Yeah, these are great.
We did a little job.
Met a really creepy guy. He would have terrified you. You'd have loved him.
Dude, I met a talking horse.
Are you serious?
His name is Monty.
We need to have a group meeting.
I know, we gotta go hang out with this horse sometime.
I agree, 100%.
In the bar. Now.
Okay, I guess we'll wait. The horse can wait. I guess.
Harold, come with me for a moment. The rest of you, if you would please go in. We'll be with you shortly.
Am I in trouble? Are we in trouble? That sounds so
No,
bad.
Voss is in trouble. And I walk inside.
Oh. What did I miss?
A lot. I'll explain after they probably yell about it a lot. I'm gonna go see what Voss wants.
Yeah, you do that. We'll do that.
Yeah, and then I will give you the usual fist bump and head over to him.
Two things. We recently acquired a fairly large amount of silver paintings that could be transferred into gold.
I agree.
Do you remember the conversation we had about the Harlequin?
Mm-hmm.
I don't.
Why are we? What? What about him?
I'm not threatening you.
No, no. It's not you I'm scared of.
There are a lot more scarier things in this city than me. I agree.
So far.
Well, my question is if we pile all of our resources together, would this be enough to pay off your debt? No.
It's a personal thing.
I see.
It's a very personal thing.
Well, then, one other thing, then. About the paintings we've acquired.
Yep.
I will hold this to a group vote, what we do with these. I want to sell them.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
What are we gonna do with those paintings? We can go down to the store and like just go tinks and tonks.
So we're in agreement then?
Yeah, 100%.
Okay.
Yep.
Because these are probably stolen goods, and the longer we hold on to them, the more they look incriminating on us.
That's a good point I didn't think about.
Plus, they're stolen goods, and Seisha will probably want to go door to door to figure out whose paintings these belong to. So
that also sounds viable.
it's best we get rid of them as soon as possible.
I agree. That money could go towards buying Monty for the tavern. And a talking horse with a poltergeist? I mean, come on.
That is a discussion for another time.
Okay,
but
well, fair. That's also fair. I guess we'll head back in.
Yeah, oh, sorry.
Oh, go ahead.
I thought y'all were done.
I think we are.
I'm gonna go over to Seisha to see if she's okay, because she seems like actively upset, and I have no idea what's going on. Hey, are you okay? Did something happen with Voss or something?
Voss, Harold,
Everybody?
it's been a really bad day.
What happened?
Oh, Voss murdered somebody in the middle of the street. Harold nearly drowned a guy and went crazy, like yelling at him. And then there was the pile of bodies and two voices coming out of one guy. And she got a butterfly.
I'm like sitting across the room with my butterfly.
Doesn't she? You know what? That's besides the point.
It's very large.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Voss killed someone in the middle of the street?
We were just supposed
How? Why?
We were supposed to question the guy, and I was with Kaiser Vex. We were off to the side talking.
Sorry, who's Kaiser Vex? Vex?
He was Vex. He was the. Did you happen to see the big black draconian getting into the carriage when you were pulling up?
Maybe. I was a little kind of staring at you guys because you all look like you're actively dying.
Yeah, we got a little better, but he was really nice, and he was from the Order of the Gauntlet, and he asked us to go do this thing to help stop this cult that was trying to summon Tiamat or something. And then, so we went to do that, and Harold went up to the house pretending to be sick, and then he got a guy to come out, and he was telling him that his kid was over here sick in the alley, so the guy went with him, and they were just supposed to question him, but then he figured out what was going on, and Voss just killed him.
Why did he kill him, though? You still haven't really said that part.
I don't know.
Did Voss know him prior to...
I don't think so.
No, he came out of a house that people were going missing into.
But we were supposed to ask him questions so we knew what we were walking into.
I don't doubt that.
And he just killed him.
Oh my god. Voss is gonna get us all in prison one day. Yeah, no, that honestly upsets me too. What the actual hell?
And then he fell in a pit trap, and he had a spike sticking out of his chest, and he wouldn't let me heal him, but he let Kaiser Vex heal him. And then we went down into the tunnels, and there were traps, and I got him stuck in a room, and then Harold and him dragged everybody through the magnetic tunnel because our armor was pulling us down, and they nearly got himself killed. And then we went into this room, and there were these cult guys, and there was a guy with voices coming out of his head, and
But what's the room with the dead bodies?
that was the room where the cult was doing things, and there were a bunch of bodies laid down on the ground, and the Order of the Gauntlet's gonna take care of getting them buried.
Well,
It was a whole thing.
you guys had an eventful day.
How was your date?
Are you familiar with the concept of friend zoning?
No.
Oh shit. All right, sorry. I read a lot of trashy novels growing up. So we're just friends. No, it's not. No, nothing to be sad about. Nothing to be sad about. But it's better this way.
I was
It's better this
hoping
way.
you guys were gonna have a family and like a dozen babies, and I would get to play with the babies.
Okay, I'm 19, so it's gonna be a while. So I'm gonna need you to calm on that.
Do we arrive?
That is awful.
Are we arriving at this point?
Arriving?
Yeah, the two of us were outside.
We were just outside.
Yeah, they were
I
talking.
asked
Yeah,
everybody.
about this time that you guys walk in.
I asked everybody to go into the bar.
Okay, so
the main
yeah.
part. I walk in.
I'm behind him. Okay, let's do this. Big important talk. We made a lot of money. Okay, it's one of those kind of talks. All right, I'll stop the jokes.
I
Sit
grab a
down.
chair, drag it into the center of the room, sit down, and make an indication for everybody to kind of circle.
Sure. I will drag a bar stool over and plop mine and sit
Like
on
a
it.
town meeting.
I stay resolutely where I am.
It'll be easier to hear you if you're closer.
Oh, I don't think you'll have trouble hearing me.
Great. Looking forward to what is definitely going to be a very eventful talk.
You know, I'm feeling a lot of negative vibes and energy, and I gotta say,
I'm happy.
Well, okay. Who's going to start this? What's the fucking deal? Why are we doing this
First,
talk?
before we go into more personal matters, we've acquired a shipment of silver and a batch of paintings that would be worth money if we sell them. Would I know exactly how much they are?
How
much is worth?
Make an intelligence check.
Okay. That's not too bad. 13?
They're really nice quality. Very, very detailed. They're landscapes, and you can immediately. You're pretty well traveled. You immediately notice that it is several cities, 4 different cities.
Okay.
And as you look over, I mean, it could be anywhere between 40, 50 gold each.
Any one of these paintings could be between 40 and 50 gold each. So in total, would I know that'd be about 110 a piece per group in terms of gold? Or could I make a rough estimate on that?
For the
Though if we sell everything.
roughly, it's a little bit more than that actually.
Okay.
The silver bars are worth 50 gold each. You have 11
Okay.
of them.
11 silver gold bars, 50 golds each, 550. We could well have over 1,000 gold in this pile.
We need money more than we need paintings. That's my opinion. We
Yeah.
gotta fix this place. It's
I
gonna
agree.
cost a lot. We're still gonna have to talk to that investor. That's happening.
Yes.
But,
Everyone is in favor of selling the paintings then?
Yeah.
dude, I'll just go to Tinks and Tonks and grab something off the wall. I don't care.
I saw a beautiful tapestry in the market district when I was walking to Mama Uwe's yesterday.
Tapestries are nicer
We
than
could
paintings.
paint it ourselves.
Option. Definitely an option.
I'd like to keep one.
Which one?
I'd like to keep the Silvery Moon painting.
I'm comfortable with that.
That's actually really pretty, Penny.
I'm totally comfortable with that.
All right.
It's just as much your loot as it is ours.
Thank you.
In any case, we need to discuss how this is going to be spent. My thought is, we need to take half of it and invest it into this place. It may not be enough to repair it completely, but it will be at least enough to make it livable.
I agree with that.
Half of all the gold goes into the place. Is everyone all right with this?
Yeah.
Yes, but I will mention I lost my pearl. That was very expensive, and it is how I cast a spell where it tells me what things are enchanted with.
All right.
It would make things a lot easier if we were to say find something and be like, oh, this is just a regular hammer. No, it's not. It can just kill someone.
Well, hammers
Hammers can do
can
that?
kill
Yeah, I think
people.
No,
yeah,
just
that's a
natural.
normal
outright.
thing.
Yeah, no. Like,
I mean,
The
They
gold
still
that is
kill people.
left divided between the 5 of us would be a little over 100, I think. If you wish to spend it that way,
That's perfect.
you can. I would suggest each of us buy 2 health potions apiece. I know they're 50 gold. That's what I'll be spending my portion of the share on. But everyone's share can be spent how they feel it needs to be spent. However, I would recommend all of us buy 2 health potions with the 100 we have left over.
Not a bad idea.
okay.
I would like to get Kara started working here, which would be 5 gold a week.
All right.
She can help fix the place up. That way she doesn't have to leave her kids every day.
I have some plans to learn some ways to maybe supplement our healing in the future. So I might also help with the paying for Kara fund.
It's just a suggestion.
No, I think it's a great suggestion. If, you know. Yeah, no, it's a genuinely great suggestion.
So we need to also hire people to work in the kitchen
yeah.
and the bartender. Well, at some point,
right.
obviously, and also we need money to buy like stuff for drinks and.
First thing we
I
need...
think some new chairs because we broke some.
Yes.
Okay,
We need appraisers.
yeah, we'll talk to that investor and then we can talk to my, what was it?
Tully, I think was his name.
Yeah, Tally, my wood guy.
I suggest we speak to Tally first, know exactly what the damages are here.
Yeah,
And then-
he did say he'd give us a free quote.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then see exactly how much it would cost to make this place.
Yeah, because if it's only a couple
Livable.
of hundred gold off, I wouldn't mind taking a lesser share and putting more towards the house. That's just my thought.
Okay.
Okay, business taken care of. Let's handle the much easier thing of emotions. I'll start. I think we did pretty good.
Oh, yeah, no, we fucking kicked ass.
I'll also say that Kaiser Vex is going to haunt me in my dreams for the rest of my life. Horrifying guy, but man, cool. And finally, I'm worried about Seisha. So Seisha, I think you now have the floor so that I can figure out what's going on.
I scoot my chair away from boss a little bit, like,
I know I have a very different way of looking at the world than some of you. But I have a really big problem with killing somebody in the middle of the street and with nearly drowning someone and just the way things were done and the lying, the constant lying. It's a problem. And I don't know what to do to fix it Because it's not fair of me to ask you guys to change, but at the same time, you can't just kill someone. We should have taken him, knocked him out and turned him over to the police or something. That wasn't our job.
This isn't a storybook, Seisha. Sometimes tying someone up and leaving them is just asking for more trouble. They can get out, they can scream for help, they can warn their friends. We knew they were mages, probably.
Yeah, but you can still look at yourself in the mirror and be proud of yourself.
I look at myself in the mirror every day, proud of who I am. I had to fight to get to where I got today. This wasn't the way I was born, okay? This isn't who I was. I made myself this guy. The difference between the people we fight and myself is that I'm willing to do more things than they are, and that's what's kept me on top, okay? That's the difference.
And are you happy?
Yeah. Yes, I'm happy. I'm fucking happy. Am I thrilled that the guy got stabbed in the chest? No. But after everything I saw, he deserved to die. They all did.
I think Seisha has a point. Murder is still illegal, at least in this city. So seeing it from this standpoint and a survival standpoint of of being reckless, like in the street, like that really happened, like in the street where like people could like see and like with witnesses, like that's insanely reckless. Like you could put us all in prison.
But nobody out there is gonna care. It was where we were. There's no law out there. All they cared about was what was in his pockets.
I don't know where y'all were. No one told me what's up. I assumed you killed someone in the middle of Waterdeep.
We were in the field ward.
Oh, I straight up thought that you stabbed someone in Waterdeep. I was like, why? Okay.
No.
Okay. Sorry.
The fact of the matter is that nobody was there questioning the morals of them while they were trying to bring people in so they could put them in a pile of dead bodies. Nobody was there saying, maybe this is too much. Maybe this is wrong.
We should be better than them.
We are better than them.
Are we?
They're dead. We won. We were better than them. The end. They got exactly what they deserved, and honestly, they got off light. People like that, who take advantage of people who can't protect themselves, deserve what they get. Those people were evil. They were bad people. They'd have kept on going, and they'd have pulled more and more and more. You can't just tie people up like that. They convert people. That's what happens. That's what they wanted. And the longer they were there, they were a pestilence on that ward, Seisha, and they got
Venlee, is there anything you'd like to say?
I agree with both sides. It could have been handled differently. We could have grabbed him and put him in the house and killed him. But that man needed to die because some monsters don't look like monsters, Seisha.
What exactly did this guy do?
They were kidnapping people off the street that needed help, that were sick and that were dying,
What were they kidnapping them for?
to sacrifice them to their god.
He wasn't a draconian. He wasn't a member of the cult, as far as we knew.
He was in their house, Seisha.
He might not have known what was going on.
How do people go missing in your house and you don't notice that?
He's the one that grabs them.
Well, we don't know because we didn't get to talk to him. We
Do you want to
executed someone
know
based on
why
our suspicion,
I
not
killed
on...
him. Do
us.
you want to know why I killed him?
Yes.
I look around the room, this absolute shithole we find ourselves in, and surrounded by 4 people who are... We are weak. We have no allegiances. We have no coin. We barely have a home. We have nothing to support ourselves with. I didn't kill him because it was the moral thing to do. I killed him because it was the pragmatic thing to do.
Okay.
Let me finish. Kaiser Vex can show mercy in all cases because he is supported by a powerful league. Cults and churches and organizations here have the ability have armies and wealth behind them. We have nothing. Did I make the correct choice? I don't know. And even going down into the hole, I won't attempt to say it was the moral thing to do because I didn't kill him for moral reasons. I saw an opportunity to kill someone who could be an opponent, and I took it.
Who could be an opponent.
And that's one less person.
Could also.
Maybe.
Here's the thing though, like I honestly, on this particular situation, side with Seisha, I won't say that for every time we encounter someone, but if you genuinely just killed someone because they're in the wrong place at the wrong time, that's like why. I understand the need for survival. You guys are guilty. I'm sorry. Yeah. Guilty until proven innocent kind of people. But that's still not a
What
reason
do you
to
think
kill
we
someone.
are?
What if he was controlled?
What if, I mean, we don't know anything at all about this person from what I can tell. You just happen to see someone and we're like, oh, okay, I'll kill that person.
What do you think our profession is? We are mercenaries. We're murderers.
You might be.
I'm not a
Stay
murderer.
with this long enough and both of you will be eventually. You may not like the idea of that, but eventually you will find yourself in a situation where you must kill in cold blood.
Well, yes, but that doesn't mean you have to just like assume everyone is evil and then murder them. Like that's not a way to live. You could kill someone helpful that way.
All of the information pointed to that man.
What
being a potential threat.
information? From what I can tell, y'all
spoke
didn't
with him.
have any.
I was right there looking in his eyes. When the spell wore off, that got me to the point where I got him outside. Notably, I mentioned that I had a child, and he was totally willing to come outside and get that child.
What on earth are you talking about? None of this has been explained to me.
That's what I'm trying to explain to you. I went up there and I drew him out in the first place. The reason I drew him out and the reason I spoke to him was to see how far he'd go. Once the spell wore off and he realized what was happening, it was clear he was about to attack me 100%.
Okay, wait.
And as for the guy in the water, how else am I going to get him to talk? Not everyone has like a zone of truth or some shit, okay? Sometimes you have to take what you have around you and you got to do what you got to do. That man was sitting there smug about everything he'd done in a pile of bodies, people who didn't deserve it, people who couldn't protect themselves. He got a mouthful of water and that he's lucky. That's all he got. He's lucky.
Okay, I agree with that. Yeah, so the reason why I'm saying what I'm saying is because from my perspective, from what you guys had told me until Harold just filled in a shit ton of blanks, it sounded like you saw someone leave a house and you just walked up and stabbed him.
No, the context behind
I mean, it sounds ridiculous, right? Like, that's why I didn't understand.
We went to the field district to hunt down a cult of Tiamat. And the house that we were at was known for people that were sick and dying. Someone comes out, takes them in, and they never come back. Ever.
And we got to see where they went. And when I saw that, I knew there was no way any of those fuckers were walking away alive. No way. But even then, I still showed mercy. Even then.
You allowed justice to run its course.
Seisha, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to yell at you.
I don't want to be a murderer.
I don't agree with Voss.
Yeah, I don't agree with Voss either.
You are the master of your own destiny. I 100% believe that. I think the gods, they tilt. But I don't think they course. I don't think they have a root.
I'm not the master of anything.
That's not true.
Does anyone else have something else to say on this situation? If not, I suggest we all retire for the night.
I wish I was better at this. You are the master of yourself and your own decisions, and you get to,
I'm not.
choose.
I'm just a thing.
That's not true.
That is.
That is not true. You are not a thing. Are you talking about
I
the?
want to go to bed.
Okay.
I'm sorry I yelled.
I'm
No.
sorry, Will, too. I'm so. God.
Good night, guys.
Stacia, and as she's
Just gonna
leaving,
scurry out the door and run upstairs. Go grab Biblio and curl up in her tower.
It opens up, furls its teeth, eyes pop open. You see its tongue lap away some of your tears.
No.
Seems to maybe enjoy them a little bit too much. As he keeps lapping at the ones that fall across your cheek.
Okay.
And the soft, watery tears are replaced with a sticky, gooey.
Viscous.
Choco baby.
We should make you a biblio.
I need a bit.
As you disappear, as you all watch as Stacia leaves the bar, heads up the back staircase, and you hear the footsteps. A little dust crumbles down as she walks across the floor and up the next set of stairs, left alone.
might as well go to bed too. Fuck it, right?
Yeah. Yeah. If you go upstairs, I'm gonna follow you.
Yep.
Yep.
We'll head up.
Okay. I'm actually gonna follow you to your room to talk to you for a moment.
Sure.
Okay.
We get up there. I look for Earl.
There, as you enter, once again, they all rise from the roost and start clambering up to all of the rafters. And there's about 4 or 5 of them, as there always is, but they all kind of look the same.
Yeah, you know, different. I'll, you know what? I'll say, Earl, you here? And just listen for the first one that calls. There he is. Can I roll animal handling? That's a 10.
It's a 10? Okay. He doesn't seem to come down this time.
Sure, that's
as they, after one cause, a couple other call out, just kind of watching you as a lot of their heads dart back and forth between you and V.
Okay, cool.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine. Why?
I mean, that was really intense back there.
They were killing these helpless people. And you know, I know when I worked with your family, I never really talked a lot about who I was or what I did or anything. And every time you asked, I dodged. And I recognize that. I used to be homeless on those streets. I used to be one of those people. Helpless. And something in me pushed for something more. And I saw a world better than what I had, and I went for it, and I took it. And seeing those people cut down before they had their opportunity just pissed me off. It's not fair. Just because they don't have money, they're nobody. That fucking bothers me. And the fact that they were just taken advantage of and killed by the droves, just walking in willingly to their own deaths without even realizing it. That shit is going to stick with me. Seeing that pile of bodies and those legs, fucking peg legs, all piled up in a fucking corner. Those people didn't deserve that. And those people that were in there that were still alive deserved worse. And it bothers me. And it bothers me that this person I've tried to shut out, the harsher side of me is just bubbling back up.
Well, no, sometimes you need that side of you. You shouldn't be ashamed of yourself for that happening. I think that's a completely understandable reaction to that situation. And I'm sorry you seem to be beating yourself up about it.
not beating myself up about how I feel. I'm beating myself up about Seisha. She's like the sweetest woman I've ever met. So just selfless beyond selfless. And
Yeah.
I just sat downstairs and yelled at her for
No.
a solid 10 minutes. She didn't deserve that.
No, you're trying to get a point across that she wasn't understanding, and that can be frustrating. And you guys apologized. I'm sure it'll be okay tomorrow, but I have to personally say, I really don't think I trust Boss. And I'm kind of worried about our future together as a group because
I've had a lot of talks with Voss in private. The dude's intense, obviously. I mean,
yeah, a little too intense.
A little too intense. That much having been said, he's just someone who is very pragmatic, someone very practical. He
But
takes
so practical that I feel like in the future it can definitely be a problem.
Think of it from this perspective. While he's here, we have the chance to temper him into something more, or I guess less intense. We have the opportunity to be someone that can guide him in a direction he's never had a group. You can
I know.
tell.
I have a hard time trusting people with no emotional intelligence.
It's not that he
And-
doesn't have emotional intelligence, it's that he's buried it so deep. Just so far deep. I assure you, if we all stick together and we work through this, eventually you will see the guy that I see. I
Well,
do trust Voss.
I hope for the sake of our group you're right.
Yeah, me too. I'm really glad you're back home.
Yeah, me too. My day was a lot less intense than yours. I mean, mine
You
was...
got to meet Monty.
I know.
Fucking cool
so
as shit.
fucking
You're gonna
cool, dude.
bring me to Monty, right? Like,
Absolutely.
okay,
I'm gonna
fucking awesome.
yeah, I'll point him out if I see him. He works as like a, you know what horses do. They they pull things.
Yeah, that's what they do.
Yeah. He's like a carriage horse or some shit. He doesn't, apparently though, he only talks to people who know he talks, so he doesn't normally talk to people. People think he's a normal horse, unless you know the secret.
He talked to you.
Yeah. Well, I was introduced to him, so,
Gotcha.
you know, yeah. Because I gave him an apple, and he was like, all right. So like, we gotta make sure we have apples
bring
when we
some
see him.
apples.
And he'll be like, all right, dope.
V, thanks for checking on me.
Yeah, no problem. I just didn't expect this y'all's day to go this way. Oh my god.
Hey, we got money again.
And our first fight. Whew. All right, I'm gonna go to bed. I'm tired.
Me too. Take it easy.
I know that.
Uh,
It's you and me left in the room. I haven't moved.
neither have I. Boss. I did want to say something, but I didn't want to say it in front of everyone else. Because emotions scare me. They always have. You guys are genuinely the first friends that I've had in all of my life, and I've lived longer than all of you put together. And I don't know how to say this. I'm not good with words. I'm better, I guess, at reading and unfortunately killing people. You have a tendency to go off on your own and do things that are very reckless. You almost died, boss. Had we been there, you wouldn't have almost died, I don't think. There was only one of him. And you also have a tendency to swing off the handle sometimes, which I understand. But sometimes being pragmatic isn't the best way to do things.
You will be a powerful wizard someday. Harold will have tales told about him. V, I'm sure will amount to something.
That's how people describe me in real life.
Seisha will have tales told about her that will last the ages.
Well, she's an angel.
If I'm lucky, when I die, no one will even know I existed. That's what I want.
Getting arrested and having the label serial killer or man that slain people in the streets is not a way to not be known.
It was a rash decision. It was pragmatic, but it was rash. I will attempt to temper myself better in the future, but that is all I can promise.
That's all I'm asking. Good night. And I will go to my room.
I sit in the bar for a bit. Then I get up and I go to Seisha's room
Okay.
and knock on the door.
Knock on your.
I'm up in the tower. So.
Are you just
if I
up in
can
the
hear
tower?
it. Yeah.
What's your passive perception?
That's a good question. Let's find out.
34.
Passive perception is 12.
A few moments. And you don't hear anything.
I open the hatch then, if I can.
The tower's in her room. So
Oh, okay.
You're at the door. You knock once. You don't hear anything.
I open the door then.
Is it locked?
No.
Okay. Opens. You look around. You don't see her. She's not in the bed. She's not in the disheveled bed. She's.
Do I see any other entrances, exits here?
I mean, you know that the little reading nook going on to the left has the ladder that goes up.
I go to that then.
The hatch closed.
Yeah.
Look up. It's closed.
I climb the ladder until I'm at the hatch
Okay. You are at the hatch.
and open it.
The hatch opens.
I come up by the tower, just stand to the side of you. One question. You can ask me one question that I will on my blood answer honestly. But that's all I can give you right now.
I don't want you to answer my questions because you have to. I want you to want to. And if
Seisha, this is going to sound vile, and in a way it is. I have genuinely lost the ability to care about killing people. But I am sad that I disappointed you. I want you to know something about me that no one else does, for ill or for vile. So, I'm giving you this opportunity. One question.
why don't you want anyone to know your name?
Because there may be people in the city who know it. And people in the city who may want me dead. Who may know me more than I would like. I wish I hadn't told you my name. But you know it now. And the only regret I would have in my life is if that knowledge came back to hurt you. I'll be honest, Seisha. You know I've already basically died once. I'm expendable.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
It's borrowed time.
Everybody's on borrowed time, Voss.
Then I must be at the very close end of my debt. I will be less reckless in the future. But you have to know, you're not that naive. I am a killer, a murderer, a thief.
I don't judge you for that, boss. What I have a problem with is if we say we're going to do something, we need to do it. And we're not the end-all be-all. If we want to help people, there are so many different ways we can do it that won't result in us ending up getting convicted of crimes and not being able to see each other anymore.
Is that what you're worried about? All right. I promise in the future I will show restraint, or try to. I will try to temper my nature.
Thank you. Boss,
Yes?
did you know
Now what?
what I am?
No. If I did, I swear to you, I would have told you.
Okay.
Remember, I will always be on your side, even if you hate me.
I don't get mad at you, but I don't know that I'd ever hate you.
Give it time. And then I go back down the ladder.
You ascend the ladder. Station your left once again. In Biblio, alone. Left to your thoughts. Where do you go, boss?
I go back down to the bar, and I use the maximum amount of time I can in this evening to fix it. As much as I possibly can. I take off my coat, lay it to the side, pick up the carpenter's tools, and start working on anything I can.
All right. And you work until...
How much sleep do you want to get?
I want to get a full night's sleep if possible, but the maximum amount of hours I can work and still get that.
You actually work, and you don't realize it, but you wake up as the warmth of the sun is washing over your face, as you were still holding the tools from the night before. As the rest of you awaken and come to for the day, making your way downstairs. What do y'all?
I would like to get up extra early, and with the, oh wait, we haven't sold that stuff, so never mind. I'm going to wake up as normal. That's gonna be nice, but screw you guys.
When you wake up, the painting that you wanted is sitting by your door. You can hear Harold outside playing accordion.
Nice.
Pick it up, take it down into the main room, not the bar area, but the main private quarters, the
Yeah, the first living room.
family room.
Yeah.
So I'm going to call it from now on, and I'm going to set it on the mantle over the fireplace.
Alright, I'm gonna come down and be like, "Hey yo, what's for breakfast?"
We don't have any food.
Well, then we better get some.
We don't have any
I'm
money.
hungry and I'm a
Well, I was gonna go buy some stuff, but then I remembered I don't have any money.
Well,
Right.
y'all can go sell all the stuff.
All right. Where do we do that?
How do we do that?
I'm gonna roll performance. Well, I'm sitting outside. Okay, that is 18.
You're outside in the front.
I'm sitting on the stairs, literally just
out back or out front in the
out
front
back,
porch?
just
Okay.
practicing.
Are you busking?
Not really, no.
Oh, okay.
He's just sitting on the back.
Get us some breakfast. Go busk.
As you're playing, your eyes kind of drift up, just kind of taking in the areas. Back alley isn't too busy at this time of day. You see your flock of crows fly out, and then fly over to that.
They're called murder.
It is
The murder of crows.
Yes.
Flies over to where there's another undulating blob of other aviary creatures that seem to be floating above a nearby residential townhome. And they seem to kind of go in that area and then land on the roof.
Oh, your crows are cheating on you.
I know, right? Earl, I thought we had something.
They spying on us?
I'm gonna kind of once at that, kind of tuck that away for later, and I'm gonna come back inside, still playing, this early in the morning, and come to you guys, just going like, hey, my birds are going over to a house down the street. It's weird. I want to check it out.
I'm sorry. Just like a random house.
I think so. I didn't recognize it. I didn't recognize it, right?
You've passed by it multiple times, but most of the housing here, especially on
Connected, right?
yeah, all connected, and a lot of it isn't like, oh, this is a house. This, it's a bunch of like community homes that are
Right.
built on top of each other, old apartment style.
Got it. Cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
We were just saying that we should probably go try to sell this stuff.
Sure, we'll talk it.
And buy food.
Take it to the marketplace, of course.
Okay.
I think. Right? Should I roll intelligence to know how to? I think my character would probably know how to hawk stuff.
Pawn things off like a pawn shop or something.
You would know that you can resell items, although most shops don't really want to buy things, they want to sell things.
Sure.
Unless you have something that's very rare or something really nice. However, there could be people that want to buy them instead of...
Say an investor. That might be a good
Would
idea.
I know to take the silver to a bank?
you can take it...
Why?
You know enough about money transactions that a magistrate can do that.
Okay.
Change
Cool.
out the silver bars
Okay.
for hard coin.
I come into the manor. Are we all in the upstairs, kind of in that
Like the
Yeah.
living
Yeah,
area.
living room
We
area?
could ask Renat if he wants to buy the art.
But no.
He doesn't strike me as an art
This
guy.
common room.
Yep, you guys are in the common room.
Who was Renat again?
The son of
The open lord.
Oh!
The disgraced open lord.
Yeah.
I thought his name was Raynor.
I thought it was Renard. Is it Raynor?
I don't.
That was Rainier.
I'm pretty sure it's Renard.
There's not a D.
There's.
Oh, alright.
I still like your pronunciation the best.
Renard.
One of us needs to take the
Renard.
silver to the magistrate, and one of us needs to sell the paintings.
Do we have a dolly? How do we get it in?
That's actually a good question. Do Kaiser Banks
You
carry-
loaded the...
on me and
you guys
Kaiser, I would
got
imagine.
a carriage that
Yeah.
was more of a cart and put the
Oh
two
yeah, he
crates
did
on
say
that.
we did
and
multiple trips getting it out. Yeah.
All right.
Well, I can help carry it.
Yes, you should carry it.
I said help.
I will help.
Alright.
Oh God, my dump stat.
So I need
Here we
to
go.
roll strength or
I could
anything?
help carry it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Y'all could go to the magistrate.
I mean, I guess I can take the old pythons for a rest. I guess that's fine. You probably should.
Okay.
I think you should take the paintings and try and sell them.
I'll go with him but I'm not selling them on my own.
You guys be careful.
Yeah, you too.
Wait, what do we?
I say,
What are we gonna say about the unmarked silver bars?
If they ask us where we found them, I mean, we have to tell them where we found them.
we
It's
got
not
them
illegal,
from
is
Kaiser
it?
Vex in the Order of the Gauntlet. That
Where
should
did we find
represent
them?
something.
In a cave under a house in the field ward.
From the mission that the Gray actually gave us.
Yes.
Okay.
The
This
Order of the
is-
Gauntlet specifically
And
asked
the
us
gray
to do
hair.
This is
Oh, okay.
legitimate
Yeah.
booty.
Yeah.
This part of
Okay.
it is legitimate.
I don't know how this works. Okay, shall we?
Yeah, let's go.
Okay.
What are you going to be doing this morning?
I was actually going to try and see if I could get into the Blackstaff tower again.
You tried and didn't?
Yeah. Yeah. I answered a riddle wrong. Magic users are fucking weird.
Yeah, that's the truth.
Fair enough.
Discordian.
I need your assistance on something later in the day, but I can wait.
Okay. Okay.
I really want to check out that house.
I mean, if birds are flocking
Splitting up
to
the
it,
party
we can-
again.
Look, if it's good enough for Earl, it's good enough for me. That's my favorite.
We're going into
Okay,
town.
so we're
not
gonna go
going
do all this stuff and then meet back here, and
yeah.
then we'll check out Harold's bird issue.
Yeah, we
Maybe.
can do that.
I think more importantly, we should talk to that investor.
Yeah, yeah.
We-
Oh, and there's one other
Agreed.
thing we need to talk about. The kinku.
The what-o?
The
The
what?
what?
The kinku?
The walking crows.
Yeah.
Oh,
Remember when we went into that warehouse and
Yeah.
there were kinku in there
And we
just
murdered a
attacked
murder?
them without any real provocation?
You can be funny.
Thank
And
you.
they didn't have any blood on their weapons, and none of them were hurt, and none of them were on the ground after this big fight that took out like 2 full gangs worth of people. And so I think they probably came in through the back door the way we came in the front door, and we just kind of murdered all of them. And we probably should follow up on that.
To be fair, we did say, "Hey, drop your arms,"
No,
and they were like, "Pew
no,
pew pew."
we didn't do that until Voss jumped behind one of them and put his knife to their throat, and then he said, "Hey, everybody, drop your weapons." We kind of swung first.
Harold
Yeah, I
hit the
think I got
ground
shot
pretty
first.
soon. Yeah.
What?
Nope.
You remember the casino?
Oh, right. Yeah. No, they're probably not great. They're probably bad.
All right. Does everyone remember where that warehouse was?
Yes,
Then?
Candle Lane.
All right. We'll meet there afterwards then.
Cool.
Okay.
Okie dokie.
So meet here, and then we all go back there. Right?
I think we can just go straight to the.
I don't want to go
warehouse
there with all
afterwards.
that money on us.
Fair enough.
Yep.
Good point.
All right.
Okay.
Let's get money.
All right. So
Let's obtain that grain.
as
Good team.
you guys split off in your 3 directions, Harold, you kind of give one last glance up at that house, and you actually see a bird fly out of there that's not a crow. It actually looks like a pigeon. It flies out. And make a perception check.
Okay, I will do this.
Would I be noticing him enough to do this to aid?
No, because I mean you just.
Gotcha.
But Master
15.
You notice that there appears to be something on the leg of the pigeon as it
All right. Okay. Probably a carrier.
flies out.
This man knows his birds. Maybe he teach me birds.
This man
I need to know more about birds.
What are you muttering to yourself?
Birds.
Burbs.
So you're going to Blackstaff. Who's going to the magistrate to exchange the silver?
Us.
You two.
Us two.
And
Yep.
then
We're gonna go sell the paintings.
and then Voss and Harold are going to go sell the
Oh,
painting.
this is gonna be great.
Yeah, boy, can't wait. Oh my god.
All right, so we're headed. Just
Yep.
me and you.
Yep.
Cool. Yeah. So Seisha,
Yeah.
how long have you known Voss?
I guess a couple years, because he had to
3 years.
3 years. Yeah, 3 years.
How did you guys meet?
He was hurt, and he got hurt near where I grew up, and I found him, and we brought him back and helped him get better.
Where did you grow up? Just curious. I realize, I don't actually know a lot about
Oh.
you guys' background.
No, that's okay. I grew up, it was a little monastery. Well, it used to be a monastery. Now it's just kind of a library in ruins, I guess would be the way to put it. And it's over off the Sword Coast in an area that
Okay.
I should probably look that up. For some reason, we didn't have any maps.
Yeah, that's a little odd. I'm surprised you managed to find your way here without maps.
Oh, that's what Voss was for. He knew how to get
Oh,
there.
is that why you guys
Yeah.
stuck together?
Well, that and because he's my friend.
Obviously.
Yeah.
But I just was curious, because he said that, he's mercenary, does mercenary work, but like you don't, but you guys have been together for 3 years, and I'm just curious, like what, like work you guys did before coming here?
Oh, I just kind of took care of my dads and then Voss and then
You said dads or
Yeah.
debts?
dads. Yeah.
Multiple. Okay.
3, yeah. Well, I call them my dads. One of them is actually my dad. The other 2 were
No judgment.
kind of, I guess, like adoptive dads. They were kind of stuck with me, and so they just kind of helped raise me.
I mean, yeah, that's fine. Some people are polyamorous, whatever.
Oh no,
So,
no, not like that, not like that.
Oh,
No, mom just, mom just sort of. I don't think she was comfortable with the idea of being a mom.
that's okay.
Yeah.
But
I never
yeah,
really knew her.
well, you know what? You got 3 dads to make up for it, and that sounds pretty special to me.
It was.
But
They're,
yeah,
they're wonderful.
But yeah, I was just curious because, I mean,
What about you? What's your family like?
they're really intense,
Yeah.
and they just controlling,
Yeah.
and I don't really like that. So I left. Is the quickest way to say it.
I'm envious.
Really? Why? You want your dads to be controlling?
No, because you got to make your own life. You got to choose to do what you wanted to do and be who you wanted to be.
Yeah.
I mean, that's amazing.
It's funny because I've only been that way for about a week now. And wasn't always like that. But I appreciate it. Thank you. No, I definitely didn't get to choose like anything growing up. Except the one thing I did get to choose is learning how to fight. So I have that. Mm-hmm. It's useful.
You're really good at it.
Thank you.
We really missed you in that cave.
I'm honestly very surprised you went without me. Considering I think I'm the only person in our group this past week that hasn't almost died.
I'm
So-
pretty sure you're the only person in this group who has not eaten the dirt.
Who hasn't passed out at least once.
Yeah.
Sorry if I'm giving you like 20 questions.
No.
I just,
No, I've never actually gotten the chance to talk to you, so
yeah, we've never
I'm
really hung out just one-on-one. And I don't know. I guess I was just a little confused after last night
Yeah.
because, if Voss really is some like stone cold killer that he says he is, I'm really shocked that within the 3 years you've known him, this is the first time you've had an interaction like this.
Voss is complicated.
It just makes me feel like he's just putting up like a hella front or something.
He is, but I think it's because he's trying to protect himself from getting
Hurt.
no
Oh, okay. Because that's overrated, honestly.
from becoming vulnerable.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
He's I think he's a good person. Deep down.
I love how everybody always asks that.
Very deep down.
I just wanted to ask you about him because honestly, I truly don't know much about him other than him constantly reminding us that he kills people. And,
He does.
Which is an interesting personality trait, I must say. And you've known him for 3 years,
But I
and
mean-
I just feel like you have to know the most about him.
I think I'm the only one in the group who hasn't killed people.
I didn't. Okay, I only did the one time. Still getting over it.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry.
Sometimes I forget. I just. I don't know. I'm sorry.
No,
but
that
we
was
should probably just
that was
exchange
really
the
bad.
silver.
I'm
No,
sorry.
It's okay.
So how do you deal with like all your life you think you're going to be one thing and then suddenly you're not?
you know, I don't know. But thanks for reminding me.
How was your date? Friend zone. Crap.
It's okay. I'm helping him learn how to fight and defend himself.
Oh, that's good.
And he introduced me to a talking horse, so I'd say overall it went pretty well. It was more like a hangout.
It wasn't like
Sesh.
somebody throwing their voice and the horse had peanut butter in its mouth, right?
No, I'm pretty sure this horse was talking to me.
Okay.
Shit, now I gotta like make sure that's not what happened.
I'm ruining everything!
What about that time you realized that you've arrived?
Oh, hey, look, the magistrate's office. Let's go in and sell this stuff.
You find yourself in a familiar
I'm like
place.
really concerned over this horse now. Like, did I just get tricked and I didn't even check? I thought it was weird that he didn't have any other talking horse friends.
Oh my god!
You find yourself in a familiar place down Waterdeep Way, at the base of Waterdeep Castle, at the top of a plateau, the Hillock Court.
Yes. This is where we got the deed signed, right?
Correct.
Excellent.
So,
Ready?
Yeah?
Okay.
So you make your way in, and you spend about the next 30 to 45 minutes as you bring in the silver. They acquire where you got it. After telling them through a mission with the Order of the Gauntlet and the Grey Hands, they, all right, understandable. And they then begin to weigh it and look at it and inspect it, and then you are given a total of 550 gold for it.
everything, all the transactions, everything that you said is written down. What name do you give?
BFG.
Fuck.
The back of your head, you hear a little voice.
Somewhere. Somebody said it again.
But everything is recorded. The weight, quality, name, and the exchange, and the mission of who was given it to, and everything like that.
Okay.
They ask you to sign for it. Okay. How would you like this broken up? Oof.
In a way that's easily divisible by 5?
Well,
legit.
I'm gonna say, yeah. Works for me.
Go. Dragons are the easiest way to get around this town. So.
Okay.
You get a mixture of both sun and dragons.
Okay.
Suns are platinum.
Right.
How much are these worth? Up and go.
10 gold.
Yep.
10.
One platinum is 10 gold. Or one sun is 10 dragons. And you're familiar, like you're used to suns and dragons because you've grown up in Waterdeep, and that's the currency that you know.
Absolutely.
had Max growing up. That's just special.
Whoa!
Seisha suddenly turned evil.
Seisha's getting
Yeah.
real
Well,
sassy.
I'm sorry, I assume people have maps.
For when they travel.
Like,
You know what happens when you assume.
I learn something new every day.
So to you, the coppers are called nibs, silvers are called shards, electrums are called towels, and sun, and then dragons.
You know, I'm just gonna need a printout sheet each time.
In fact, a lot of the time you just dealt with harbor moons.
It's right there.
Oh wow.
The family dealt with harbor moons.
Family, yeah, and so which are these, 2 3-inch crescent moon coins, and those are worth 100 gold each. 500 gold each.
I'm sure I know all of this.
Damn.
Whoop whoop.
Alright.
What?
5,000 copper is what they're worth. Whatever that math is. Math, I can do math.
Okay.
I am a real good math person.
That's pretty outrageous.
I'm an
to just be
artist.
like 5,000 copper, and now you go ahead and figure that one out, Sonny.
So, all right. Once you get that divvied up, and you can, feel free to divvy up the coin how you say. It's just equals 550.
Yeah.
You're more than welcome to do that and divvy up that. And then
Would that be 50 gold?
Yeah, she did the 5,000.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, that would be 50 gold.
Because you just removed
Okay.
2 of the
Yep,
zeros.
50
Yeah.
gold each.
it's 50 gold. Like I said, math. I got this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Sounds right.
Yes. And you guys begin to then make your way back to the tavern. If there's anything you want to do on the way, just let me know. But we're
Just gonna stop off and buy some groceries.
Yeah, I am so hungry.
Got
So
it.
we'll buy like a week's worth of groceries.
Okay, got it. And we then
Pick up a snack.
make our way to Harold and Foss.
So anyway, that's the reason I had to return them. It turns out that the inside lining of the
You've actually told me this story twice now.
Okay, I'm just making sure that you knew, because if you see the pants, don't wear them, don't buy them, don't get them. They're bad news. They rash incarnate.
Harold, I know the shape, the size of the pants. I know how the pants felt whenever they went on your inseam. I know how the pants left the rash. I know the color and the shape of the rash. I know how long the rash was there.
Did I tell you how long the zipper was?
Yes, you did.
Okay, just making sure.
The zipper was 3 inches long. It was made in brass.
Wow, you are really...
It made a song up and down whenever you pressed it up and down. I remember all of these things, Harold. Do you know why?
No, I don't.
Because every time we travel, you talk about the rash pants, Harold. You won't stop talking about the rash pants.
I just feel like it's important people know. My legs suffered so that I could tell stories, okay? This is my job. Where are we going again? Where are we going?
I don't know.
You're going to the trades ward.
Okay,
you
cool.
know that that's where you would go to
Perfect.
to get rid of these. And
This is not my expertise.
Don't worry, I know
go
a
ahead
thing
and
or
just
two.
make me a general investigation check.
Sure.
You can
One apiece.
either roll together and do it, or one person can roll.
How good are you
What
investigating?
Pretty good.
You're probably better than me then.
Okay.
I'll help you out.
Both those are 5s, so a 9.
You're still way better than me.
It takes a while for you to finally track something down. I mean, you're asking around, looking, trying to find some place to sell paintings.
You're also in the trades ward, which is literally a labyrinth, 3 stories high, where there's walkways weaving in and out everywhere. There's back alleys, selling things in the back alleys. So trying to find a single shop that is willing to buy these paintings in this smorgasbord of shops, until you find something that just says Orsaba's Fine Imports.
Oh, boom, there it is. Told you I'd get there in no time. Easy peasy.
It's the first shop you guys have come across that hasn't been like direct one thing. This is the first one that's like broad term.
Yeah, imports. I mean, they gotta have something in there.
I blame myself. Let's go in.
I will come in, like, making sure my coat's looking all nice and stuff. I, like, pretty myself up a little bit, and then I'm like, whew, and then come inside.
Before we go in, you're the seller, I'm your bodyguard, all right?
Yeah.
I will
Such a strong
assist in anything you want, but it would be better if you did the talking here.
No worries. I got it handled.
Gotcha.
Ooh.
I say this as I watched him get prem and realized I'm still covered in blood.
It's so dried and caked on at this point. It's hard to see on your black coat.
It's a pattern.
Okay.
It just looks
I
dirty at
do
this
my
point.
best to just.
That's a.
But you smell.
Yeah, you got it. And then I go inside.
I'm the only one of this group who bathes regularly.
Just because we don't say
Venlee
it.
cheats.
I haven't bathed in like 100 years.
And before we go in,
Finley keeps us clean.
I kind of one last thing, and I give myself purple eyes.
Oh man. Okay.
Awesome. Yeah, you see, boop, boop, and so Vash, you watch as Harold drops. He looks down, and you watch as his eyes kind of shimmer and shift into almost a deep violet.
I almost forgot we had that.
I didn't. It's all about the intrigue, baby. And then I go right in.
It's actually on the second story, and so you
cool.
kind of go up an outer staircase and into this. You see a low-hanging sign in pretty elegant script on a dark wooden sign. And as you enter, a wafting scent of incense kind of fills your nostrils. It smells very inviting, very, very, almost like a floral scent. And you're immediately met with an abundance of just lavish colors, velvets, rugs kind of bundled up in a corner, and like where you can kind of see the different prints, hangings and paintings, all paintings hanging on all the walls, couches, large lush pillows, like sitting pillows, and a counter. Behind the counter, brass trinkets and just vases and candlesticks and chandeliers, like by the dozens hanging from the ceiling. And standing behind the counter is a humanoid on two legs, kind of back to you. And as you enter, a little bell rings ding, on the door, and it turns around and looks, and you catch the snout of a yellow-furred with intricate black spots of a feline face, ears, deep green eyes with the single slits. As you enter, it smiles. It's wearing flowing robes, loose harem pants, several layered upper garments. As it smiles, a toothy grin, and you see the almost like eyeliner, but it's patterns as it goes up and goes over. It resembles very much a cheetah.
Cool.
You see the tail swish with the stripes on the end as the spots go down the tail, and it smiles and greets you.
Hello. Welcome to Orsaba's fine imports.
Orsaba, darling, it's lovely to see you. I've come here, I'm a lovely art collector. This is my bodyguard. Don't worry about him, he won't be saying much. I've just come into a new collection, and a few of my older paintings. I'm looking to share the love, as it were. I've looked around, but I didn't find anybody who I felt was deserving of such raw talent. But when I kept on coming in here, I immediately feel myself just overwhelmed with it all. And I would love to see if you would be interested in the paintings that I have.
You see him lick his paw, then sweep his hair back. You've come to the right place.
Fantastic. Very happy to hear that. If you could, show him the paintings, please.
I have fine paintings of
Pick
my
up one.
own.
Later.
All the paintings, come now, quickly, quickly.
He holds them so brashly.
What can I say? Good help's so hard to find these days.
I'm gonna miss Harold.
I arranged the paintings as foppishly as I possibly
No performance!
can. 20. 30, 20.
All right. He's kind of like,
I see you actually have found good help.
Yes, well, appears his training has come through. So, what do you think of the work?
Thank you, Master, so much.
You see, like, sweat.
I've gone too deep.
Oh God, I've gone too far. What was that you said? I'm sorry, what was that?
And he pulls out a loop, like a jeweler's loop, and he walks over. I just want to look over the fine details.
Oh yes, exquisite molding. You've never had too much molding.
Make sure it's not a copy.
Of course, absolutely. I would never keep a copy in my own, but I understand. I would also take the same precautions.
And he takes it, looks at it, looks over it, and takes a little while investigating each painting. And he goes, not only is the painting good, but the frame.
Yes.
Where did you get it framed?
Industry secret. I'm afraid I'll have to keep that for myself, but perhaps if you become a regular buyer, I could let you in.
That would be good. I'd like to frame my paintings.
I do too.
It's such exquisite work.
Like, I must say. Do you do paintings yourself?
No, but I, like you, am a collector.
Mm-hmm. Very well. Like a little nod, like, yeah, that's it. So what do you think, old boy? What do you think these would go for in the market like today?
Let's see, this one for Luskin, Neverwinter, and Baldur's Gate.
I see you're a man of exquisite taste as well.
Baldur's Gate is not exquisite taste.
But the art is.
Finely detailed. The landscape of this one, the dark, foreboding dusk that cascades a shadow across the city. Speaks well of its nature.
Yes. I thought the exact same thing. I was just saying that to my help here on the way in.
What do you think of these paintings?
Yes, what do you think?
I come around to the other side and mimic whatever posture this dude is making, like.
Sweat again.
Yeah. They are good.
There they are. There you have it. That's all you need to know. I mean, it's coming from the horse's mouth.
It's fine craftsmanship, and the frame is wood.
Yeah, well, now we're all on the same page, I would believe.
It's
So,
a fine wood that was
as we were saying, what was that price that you were willing to pay for these?
I believe 60 gold a piece would be good.
What would I roll to convince him to give us more?
Persuasion.
Persuasion. 21.
Now, old boy, I understand that you might think these are just average paintings, but let me tell you, we've gone through great lengths to get these. They've come from all over. Couldn't you consider a higher price? I mean, the last place we were in had already considered something a little bit higher than that, although I'm not allowed to say. I'd much rather it go to Osaba, your lovely place here. It's so intriguing.
I'll buy all three for 75.
Each?
A piece, yes.
Done.
It was good doing business with you. Your name?
Oingo. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Oingo boingo.
Oingo. I'm Orsaba.
Osaba, it's a pleasure. I'm certain we'll be seeing each other very often in the future. You have a lovely day, and I will, if he gives me the money, I will take it.
Yeah, he takes and organizes it into 3 separate bags. He, before loading one bag, he counts it out for you, place it, so you all see it, and gives you all 3.
All right.
I
I will let
take the
him
money,
take them. Yep.
place it into my coat.
And we'll be seeing you soon, okay? Let's look forward to a bright future together, okay?
Excellent. And if there's any fine wares that you wish to have, you know where to find.
Absolutely. Can't wait to see you again. And as soon as we're outside, we're never seeing that guy again.
Before we leave, one quick thing. Just a quick look to see if there's anything here I recognize.
What are you looking for specifically?
I guess I don't really have an answer to that question, so I guess we'll just head out.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
I will, as soon as we're outside, oh my god, that burns. Wow, it burns. It's still burning. I don't understand why anybody would use these. How long is this gonna last, man?
I don't know. I can't even remember where we bought them.
Oh, we didn't buy them. Oh, well, I think I did buy them. Now that I think about it, I spent money on this. Oh, it burns worse now.
Yes. Our group has an odd habit of spending money on useless crap.
This isn't useless. Look, the intrigue, man. I'm
Fair
really
enough.
sorry about.
Harold, I am thoroughly impressed. In all honesty. That was quite the little ruse you pulled.
Yeah, I couldn't quite come up with a Bill Ronto level name on the spot, but I tried.
Well,
Boingo.
I do appreciate it. This is what I do best.
I can tell.
A lot of acting school for this. My teachers would hate me.
You went to school?
Yeah. For
all
Bard college.
educated.
I was in a Bard college for a long time. Basically, more or less flunked out, but I was getting the picture, so it still worked out.
All right.
Crazy eyes.
Yeah, it's just.
It is like, it's forming like weird colors and variations. And it's hard to just keep looking at you.
Never run contacts.
Well done.
Yeah,
any
let's
case.
meet up with the rest and share the booty.
Yes, let's.
As you head back, make your way back towards the manor.
Is that where we were meeting? We're meeting at the manor. Or we're meeting
We're getting at the manor so we can drop the gold off.
That's a good point. Yes.
I just love you're educated.
You went to school?
You went to school.
We find ourselves
I have
With-
coffee.
with Venlee once again pulling up in front of the windowless, doorless tower of the surrounding gate.
The feeling of many eyes upon you once again. The gate of staves and wand once again open, as there are 2 city watch guards on the outside.
Are they the same City Watch guards? Or do they have face things on?
Make a perception check.
Hell yeah.
I love the grunts of effort.
20.
They look the same.
I tell them hello as I walk by.
Much like the guards in England, they do not move.
I'm like, hi, Bob. They're both named Bob.
One of them
And-
better be named Carl.
Oh, God.
No.
Oh, God.
Carl.
No.
Carl's up in the castle. Waiting.
Once again, you enter through the main gates into the stone-worked courtyard, and you see the black obelisk-like onyx-style building. It seems to have no stonework. It does not look to be hewn. It does not seem to have any windows or doors. It's just an enigma of a building. And to either side, again, there's the gardens that seem to wrap around to the backside. There are a few students walking about, and speaking of their classes, what do you do?
Is Lena Silvermoon outside?
Go ahead and make a perception check.
19.
19. You wander back a little bit further towards the garden side.
Making sure not to disturb
Yeah.
the lady.
You do not see that lady here. You do not see the dark-skinned woman with the green and brown robes tending to the garden. However, standing in the back reading in the book near some flowers, you see a very familiar purple-haired woman.
Silvermoon, I'm back.
Close the door. Book and oh, so you passed.
No, actually, I'm here to try again.
So are you gonna set up a meeting, or are we gonna just go through this again? It's fine either way. Just gotta make sure that she's not busy.
Uh-huh. Is there a better time that I should come back? Is she busy now?
It's good. I don't know. I don't know the Blackstaff's.
Scheduling?
Yeah, just kind of tend to my studies. Come with me. Let's go.
Okay. Thank you.
Once again, you watch as she reaches out and places her hand on the side of the tower, and a door forms, and she pushes it open as you enter. And once again,
Yep, a dark room with a singular desk and a man that seems to be scribing into a book that looks very familiar, and with two statues to the southwest, and a blank wall. You once again see out of the corner of your eye, the what looks to be maybe a secret door in between the two statues. The man holds up two wands. One flashes, the one that is twisted and forks, holding a gem, flashes in your direction.
Do I know what he's casting?
You can make an Arcana check.
Yeah.
24.
It is a wand that determines the intent of the person that enters.
Yep.
Interesting.
Yes.
Ooh, interesting.
And the other wand you see that is not casted, but held aloft, still in your direction, is one that looks like a series of linked steel chains that are rigid and stiff, that hold a face cast in iron as the last chain link is gagging it.
Well, I know what that is.
make another Arcana check.
There it is. 7.
Not sure.
Not sure on that one.
Yeah.
Never
looking.
seen a wand like that
Yeah,
before.
that's creepy. Hi.
You're back.
I am. Good to see you again.
Yes.
She whispers in your ear, Tayrolin.
Tayrolin, it's good to see you again, Tayrolin. I'm here to prove myself.
I'm sure you are.
Bless you.
A student like passing by behind you, like leaving, just thank you. He watches as he kind of just eyes the student as they leave. His long ears, kind of his hair kind of washes behind. And why are you still here?
I'm waiting for Alina's.
I'm gonna take her to see if she can sign up.
He just turns and sits down, back down.
Come with me. And once again, she just, without thinking, just completely just walks straight through the wall.
And cool.
Okay. Again, you walk into, about this time, it seems to be starting to be lunchtime, and the hall seems to be filled as people are magically summoning food right before them. Boom, boom, boom. There's a myriad of different flavors and from across the globe. Things that you've never even seen before, prepared in ways that you couldn't even imagine. And then sometimes you see some things that kind of spark memories. And
turn away from those and look at the weird ones. Like,
she takes you to the end of a table. You can't find one that's empty.
Right.
And she just waits. How long ago, again, was it since you were here? 2, 3?
Was it yesterday or the day before? 2 days. 2 days.
I think it's 3.
Oh. I'm not very good with days. I'm better with years, Silverman.
Okay. I'm not allowed to ask. Everybody's test is different. Are you prepared this time?
As I'll ever be.
The music's really intense.
Yeah, I believe I'll pass this time.
That's good to hear. Again, what are you planning on studying?
Cool. It's kind of like abjuration. I use it to protect people.
Okay. You want to be a warder?
No, it more aggressive than wards. I take out a problem before it happens, or sometimes after it happens.
I actually am an abjurer.
Yeah, I know. That's why.
Yeah. So.
I mean, I know a few abjuration spells.
Oh. You gonna evocation?
Similar. I make things happen.
Okay, well that's magic, and that's what's. It's one of the things I love. You just take things from nothing, or just like materials, and then you just say some magic words, and through the weave and mistra, you can create things. Like conjuration is really cool. Is that what you want to do?
Yes.
Yes.
Something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes. Conjuration.
I don't know the conjuration head teacher, but
What schools do you offer here, actually? Silvermoon?
we offer all schools.
Even necromancy?
Yes. Necromancy is a healing art.
Then call me a healer.
That is helpful.
That last place I was at, kind of as soon as they realized what I was, chased me out. So
I'm not going to judge your choices. No one as the Blackstaff Tower will. And she looks down kind of at her necklace and then back up at you.
Again, the scales, the tilted scales that sit around her neck.
Oh yeah.
It's not for us to judge.
Thank you.
Just make sure that what you choose to do with your power is for the good. As you said, you want to protect people.
I want to help people, honestly. This is the only way I know how to help people. It's the only thing I've ever been good at, Alina.
Be careful about how far you travel down that path.
I've heard stories. I've lived a while, seen a lot. I don't feel like living forever, if you catch my drift.
Yeah, I don't. It seems lonely.
Yeah. Yeah. So, how much longer?
Sorry. Yeah. And you see her eyes go white as she just completely goes catatonic. Okay. I'll send her to the room.
Okay.
We'll see you then. Right. I'll get right on that as well. And she comes out of it.
What was that?
You remember it from last time.
Oh yeah, the weird thing. Okay.
Yep. Which
Okay.
you rolled and you got.
Yeah. I wanted to make sure that I rolled on it. I couldn't remember whether I rolled on it.
Yes,
or
you did.
not.
Yep.
I'm sorry.
You good, buddy?
Sorry, just watching the
One of the students eating, kind of choking up, and then she slaps one of that.
She leans over and goes, "Yeah, we might need healing."
Yeah. I have a friend that also gets rid of sickness. His name's Kaiser Vex.
Kaiser Vex. Not really ringing a bell.
Yeah, you know him if you saw him, Alina.
Not to be confused with Kaiser Permanent. Who also heals. Another local healer in the area, Kaiser
Follow me.
Permanente.
Okay.
You again walk through a wall and into a smaller room, and she sits you down and she leaves. And her head pops back in.
Jeez.
I'm sorry, I didn't ask if you wanted anything. Do you want anything?
No, I'm actually really good.
Nothing to eat?
Yes. Just
And she
literally-
steps back in.
Yeah, just maybe some bread and like whatever meat you got.
What meat do you want?
True. This dish.
Okay. Puts her and before she puts her hand down, to drink.
Water.
Got it. Boom. It's exactly what you asked for. There's 3 different types of bread. And she's like, these are my favorites. You didn't really say which ones. I hope you make it in.
Thank you. I look forward to seeing more of you when I do make it in.
I'm not really going to be in the same classes, but we'll see each other in the halls.
Yeah. You can always send me a message.
Sending.
Yeah.
I could send you a message.
Or the little flying birds. I hear they're very common around here.
Why do that when I can do that for free?
You're right. I apologize.
Oh, you're fine. You'll learn. And then she's gone.
I eat. Not like,
Yeah.
but like, it's rude not to slurp.
Yeah, that's what I've heard.
Perfect.
Another person in the background just like very loudly with a straw.
Yeah.
So after about 30 minutes of waiting,
That's like 4 seconds to me.
you're like you finish your last meal and you go to and like you drink and you go to sit it down and you look up and sitting across from you is the elderly dwarf, that handsome, ruggedly handsome, still wearing his simple muted earth tone robes, and you still kind of leaning on a simple cane. He kind of looks up at you again, wearing spectacles this time. And he's
I
You
just
back?
mine. Yeah, it's good to see you again. I've been thinking about the question you asked me. And I thought about it a lot and what you said before that and all your doubts you had about the Blackstaff. And it occurred to me, no one would talk about someone that powerful in their own home unless they were that person. Are you Vajra Safar?
Suddenly,
a shimmer of magical essence washes over him from the floor up, revealing a young woman in her mid-30s with dark hair, warm hazel eyes, and honey brown skin.
Yeah.
You immediately recognize her as the woman who was tending the garden the first time that you were
Yeah.
here. You realize that you are indeed sitting across from the commander of Force Grey, protector of Waterdeep, the Blackstaff herself. Her body relaxes from the previous hardened expression as she leans into her long, crooked staff made of ebony wood with a carved bulbous hook at the top.
I'm impressed. Here at the tower, your wits and acumen are judged just as harshly as your intellect. I am Master Vajra Safar, but you may call me Blackstaff. If you wish to join this academy, I have to know your loyalty to the city, as well as get an assessment of your character. I will send word to your abode when I am ready for you to complete this task. Is that fair to you?
Sounds beautiful.
Where shall I send this message when the time comes? Same place as last time?
Yeah, Troll Skull Alley, Troll Skull Manor.
With that, she nods and smiles. Until we meet again, it has been a pleasure. Lath Sundar Ith Daman Sarudun.
Bye.
And the room again instantly radiates with a bright light of an intensity that seems almost staring to the sun from the darkness that you were once in, as you are now in the city streets, standing next.
I finished it.
And out today!
That's great.
Yes, I'm gonna need like a full meal. And
Do you have a to-go box?
Dog bag. I've got a station at home.
Standing in front of your humble abode as you are the first to arrive.
Yes! And I walk in.
man. Hold on. Got it. Do you walk into the tavern or upstairs?
Yeah, the tavern.
Okay.
The tap room.
Tap room. Yeah.
You notice that it's a little bit more, like you instantly catch where a few things have begun to be repaired. A table is actually turned up and one of the legs is being supported. You notice tools around. It is different from when you left to go to bed the night before.
Someone did work. Suppose I will too. And I'll start cleaning.
Okay. As you go to look, a broom is already lifted up in front of you.
Work, bitch.
Thank you. I can actually just do it with my sticks.
Okay. And as you say that, the broom just starts to move on its own.
Oh, that's awesome.
And with my left hand, I will use prestidigitation to make gentle notes and sound like a song. And with the other hand, I will use prestidigitation to move muck out of the door.
And then you get a mouse apprentice come out, and
Watching the muck.
it's Mickey Mouse, and he steals your
It is not.
hat.
I
and
know
he
that
starts-
person.
Yeah, who is
that person? We don't know that person. That's not who it is.
The were-rat.
Ricky
Never even heard of
Rouse.
that.
Sorry.
Ricky Rouse.
I was just thinking of that thing with the mouse and the
Untrademarked.
lizard
Yeah,
and all the rooms.
Yep. Similar to that.
Mikhail, the Rat King, who hoards 70 pounds of rats all the time.
Yep. Yep.
Goddamn rats.
Yep.
I
70
thought of
pounds
something
of
I
rat
needed
dressed
to
in a
do
coat,
before we
suddenly
get
magic.
home.
Okay. What are you
While
gonna
we're out at the shop, I want to try to buy some of those pages that turn into the paper birds.
All right. Easy enough to find.
Okay.
And you can get a sheet of 4
Okay.
for 25 gold.
Okay. I'll take 1 pack of 4.
Motherfuckers are gonna buy potions. We need potions. We need them.
You hear a voice in the back of your head as you're being
Shut
judged.
up, boss.
He's like, what?
The boss on her shoulder.
And as you finish that, and the rest of you make your way back to.
How much did we spend on groceries?
Good question.
I'd say a gold,
A gold?
and
Okay.
that'll give you enough for.
Gold. I will have 1 gold, sir.
Got it. Thank you.
How many days are you buying food for?
A week.
A week?
Yeah.
Okay, that's a little more. And
No, 1 gold's fine. That's good.
I feel good.
no, that's
Go
fine.
with your first instinct. Don't question yourself.
1 gold, done.
I already wrote it down.
It's
So-
you said it. It's live. People heard it. We were all
If the teacher doesn't show up 15 minutes, then you're allowed to go. It's just the rules.
That's
No
game
matter
plan.
what your
got it.
currency is, you
What
can
kind
adjust
of
in
what
D&D
kind of
Beyond.
meals do you want? Would you like squalid, poor, modest, comfortable, wealthy, or aristocratic food?
modest,
Modest.
probably.
Modest.
Yeah.
Yes.
We don't want to go poor. I mean, we have taste.
That's for.
We all own taste buds, please.
I'm in a world of
3
maps
gold.
now.
3 gold.
Okay.
3 gold.
We're on the maps now. What are maps? Man, you're gonna freak when I show you a globe. There's a
Don't understand.
It's literally all of the maps in one.
And it is about the same time that you two and Voss and Harold all arrive at the place roughly around within the next 5 minutes of each other.
Yep.
Does this qualify as an eye rash, you think?
And as Harold says that, we're going to take a break and find out what is going on with Harold's eye rash when we return.
Oh, wow. Got it.
Wow. Okay. So we are at 68 subs.
Oh!
7 subs away from our giveaway. We are giving away 3 miniatures. We'll do a quick little show off here. We're giving away a Fomorian,
Love that.
a troll,
Internet troll.
And the beholder.
and a beholder.
And I believe
So
there's one
person-
winner. Right, yeah, they get all
Yes,
3.
yes. One person will get all 3. We'll be doing that in the Twitch chat if we hit 75 at the end.
We're so close.
And
So close, 7 subs.
yeah, and make sure if you are subscribed with Twitch Prime to re-up and hopefully bump those numbers up to 75 so
Yep.
one of you can be a winner.
Yep. Let's
Find out
do
what
it.
we're giving away next.
Oh, yes.
Yes. Ooh, the next one's good. So.
Find out
Fabulous.
next time on.
All right. Thank you guys so much, and we'll be back in about 15 or 20 minutes.
Woo!
Yeah.
Hey guys, and welcome back. That was a very eventful break. We need one more sub to hit 75. We're at 74. So
Wow.
that is amazing.
Just right now we got 2 more.
Oh, really? Okay, wow. All right, so everybody, you need to type into the chat hashtag raffle.
No, we'll do all that at the end. We'll do that at the end tonight, right?
It's open.
Oh, we're opening it now. Okay,
we
sorry.
announce the winner at the end.
Oh, got it. Hashtag raffle. We'll announce the winner. I know how this works.
It's been a while since we've done it.
It's been a while.
Thank you for subscribing. We appreciate it.
Hashtag raffles
And you
out.
guys get to win.
Oh, and really quick, sorry, if you are a subscriber, you get more entries.
Oh yeah. If you are a subscriber, you get multiple entries.
Well, by that we mean you enter one, it counts as multiple.
Yeah,
Please
that.
only enter once.
Yes, that.
Thank you.
Perfect. So, and Bit War. Get it going. I want to see who wins. We'll see who gets immortalized at the end. But I want to go through my rewatch and see all the bits going through.
I used all
Do
my
it.
bits making her drink ranch soda.
I can
Worth
still
it.
taste it.
Worth it.
Yikes.
Yeah.
Let us immerse
That's a
ourselves in the
big-
world of ranch soda.
Totally.
It smells funny.
Got an aftertaste there, doesn't it?
Is
quick
there
recap.
barbecue soda?
It all started off with an emotional discussion of the past couple of days, where then they all decided to work together further as a team and see where it goes, invest in their money and into the tavern. A couple of people exchanged silver bars for gold to be distributed or used, and Harold and Voss met a tabaxi collector who bought the paintings. When Venlee made her way back to the Blackstaff Tower and met the Blackstaff herself. So they are now all arrived at the tavern where Venlee is cleaning, and the other 4 have made their way.
The first half was it allowed me to fill my mug.
Yes,
it
it
was
did.
very, very helpful. So I'm going to drink
That mug.
cup.
That mug's a problem. You like that mug too much.
I don't know what you're talking about. It's delicious.
Oh my! Somebody needs to see a doctor. That's really dark tears.
All right, so you guys are all at the tavern. Where do you guys go?
Oh, the bathroom to clear out this stuff in my eyes. They come in and just like push open the tap doors, like, eye rash, out of my way.
No plumbing.
Oh, God. Well, I know the first thing we're getting.
How'd you two do?
Really well. We got money and we bought groceries.
All right. How much did you get?
We got 550 dragons, which
Damn.
we spent some on groceries,
I'm hungry.
and I bought some paper to send my dad a letter.
You did what?
You were there and you didn't see her do this?
No.
I bought some of that paper that turns into the little birds so I could send my dad a letter.
Oh, that's fine.
Yeah, it's your
Yeah,
money.
whatever.
Do what you want with it.
Yeah, I don't care.
That's.
Is it gonna make it that far?
Why is that a bad thing?
We're all just tight right now. Harold and I made Harold more so, made 225 gold for us.
You helped.
A bit.
Calculating in my head. Didn't you say they were like 40 to 50 worth?
Yeah, I got them for 75 apiece.
What's wrong with your eyes?
Oh, he put the
Is that bad
purple
still?
eye drops
Are they
in.
still going?
This is what we have to do to look
Are they still going?
Eye rash. It's real. All those conversations we had, it is real. I promise. Eye rash is a thing.
The purple is
can
not
see it.
intense. It definitely seems to be fading. But there is a nice lilac kind of hue to the
They're
sclera.
hiding the bloodshot vein.
Yeah.
I take the 225 that we got and give 45 to each member of the group.
Okay.
Okay.
Now
we
reminder.
have to give one
45.
cut to the gauntlet, remember?
Gold? Okay.
No, they got their
This?
They already.
They got their cut already.
He took
4 bars.
4 bars.
Oh, he did? Oh,
Yes.
I didn't know that. Okay.
Yep.
And reminder, in D&D Beyond, they have a currency tab, so you're not putting it in your notes.
I put it in my notes. It's a habit. I put it in my notes. Okay.
45
That's
gold.
just what I do.
So there, everybody gets 110 from me.
Oh.
Okay, and then we have to split that, right?
Nope.
No.
That is split.
Oh, that is.
That's-
what I'm
but
saying
that's
is
when-
we split it in half and give half of it towards the fund for the house, right?
Yeah. Hold on to it for right now and let's get the house appraised.
I don't know, I'm just giving you your money.
Oh, I'm asking. I'm
Okay,
genuinely-
I need a reminder actually.
Yeah. I think the appraisal should go before we start splitting up.
But
Let's see.
that's
We'll
also
have more to
dragon, yes?
praise the place.
Yes, those are dragons.
That's what I
But
thought,
first,
because I got it right here. Okay.
you wanted to go to the warehouse.
Yes.
Yeah, let's check it out.
We'll do that first then, and then we'll go straight to Mort's. Anybody have
Isn't it
any
Mert?
objections?
It's Mert.
It's an M name of some kind.
One syllable. That's the
Mert.
best kind of name.
Whatever the case.
You should know.
Fair enough.
All right, let's go check out the warehouse. Oh, wait.
Oop.
War accordion. Let's do it.
War accordion.
Oh god.
Let's go.
Okay.
All
Let's
right.
go.
I flag down a carriage.
Okay, so you guys flag down the carriage. To make your way down to the dock ward at this time of day from here, it's going to be a silver and 3 copper.
I pay.
And it takes you a little while. The carriage takes you down, not exactly to where you ask it to, although it definitely the man driving the carriage acknowledges where you want to go, to Candle Lane. It stops like a block or 2 down.
I get off and approach the driver.
I'm not taking you there. It's just a walk. Here's your 3 copper.
I think that's pretty fair.
That's fair.
Why?
Dangerous.
Yeah.
Remember
Remember the last time you went there? Maybe that.
Oh.
Hey, thanks, pal.
Good luck.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
a boom. God.
Was it that bad?
I got shot in the neck. It was pretty terrible.
Well, yeah, but that was after we kicked the door in.
I only remember getting shot in the neck.
A man was kidnapped there.
Oh, God, this is gonna sting all day.
All right.
I really hope it helps.
It's about this time that your eyes are back to normal. It stings a little, but the purple's gone.
Cool.
All right. I take lead, keeping eye open for anything that might be watching, looking at us, or look like it's going to mug us.
Got it. You're walking into, again, where the cobbled streets start to become more dirt covered and refuse, not like the field ward, but and torn signs and things like that.
Broken street lamps.
Yeah.
Missing. Yeah.
Yeah, there seems to be like carriage pieces and things of just stuff that's been broken along the very uneven road that is the dock ward. And again, the stench of the fetid fish in the summer air that gives the dock ward its signature aroma that some enjoy, most do not.
I do not.
As you make your way further down, you come to the familiar curve, small, only 10-foot wide lane. And even though it is near midday, the haphazardly constructed buildings that seem to kind of just be barely hanging on by support through each other still seems to cause shadows that dance along this lane. But you can still see the flicker of a light at the end.
These are load-bearing buildings. That's why they do it this way.
As you guys begin to curve down Candle Lane, you see a familiar warehouse where 4 City Watch are standing on the interior side of the gate that leads to the entrance that you guys all made your way through.
That might be a problem.
It doesn't seem like a problem to me. It seems like they've got a handle.
Okay.
But if you want to keep going, we can ask them. I don't know what they're going to say. Move along, move along. They're going to say that. Watch it. As a matter of fact, I'm going to just to prove it. I'm going to walk up to the guards.
Okay.
Don't change it.
What's your business here?
Oh, we were just checking out the area. We were here previously, and there was a bit of an altercation. We just wanted to make sure that everything was okay.
You're saying you were here with the altercation?
We were here when he pulls out a list, and on it is just a list of names, and all of them say my so-and-so guy. And he's like, just 1 second. I got him on.
Is there any
What is he doing?
path outside
He
of sight?
probably knows someone.
Half outside of sight?
Somewhere that looks like it's not being guarded at the moment.
Not really around this building. The only other entrance that you know of, if you would like to investigate, was the one that you chased the Kinku out of. In the second story up, as the Candle Lane winds, it goes up and connects to another larger street.
Oh, wait until Harold's done with his business.
And I kind of say, damn, his name's not on here. The leader of the watch was there, and just come over here.
One of them just like looks like kind of.
She's
Stag it.
quirky. Stagget.
Stagget.
You know the captain.
Well, we were introduced to him during the business that befell here. He kind of rescued us out of it.
Oh,
These are those.
guy, yeah.
Okay.
Right. What
Why are
do
you back?
want?
Wait, you've heard of us?
Captain Stagget filled us in on what happened that night, so yes,
This
of course.
is an investigation. Your involvement is a part of that investigation.
Sure.
Say, Shug, if you want to ask him questions, now's the time.
Oh, I was just a little concerned because I was worried about what happened when we were here. And
I can assure you the City Watch has it covered.
okay.
It's a gang war.
Yeah. Xanathar, Zatarum. Probably not wise to be on the streets after dark these days.
I guess my question would be, did you guys run into any more Kinku?
We haven't really seen.
Just the few that were here that we've
Right.
done. But they're known to run along with the Xanathar hire them to do errands and whatnot. It's not
Okay.
uncommon to see them around.
That makes more sense. Okay, cool.
Yeah,
I'm
tricky
good.
little fucks. I wouldn't trust them if I see you. Watch your purse. They tend to walk away with them.
Also, watch what you say, because someone's speaking from the shadows. That isn't you, but sounds like you.
That's a good point. I didn't even think about that.
They're weird.
Oh yes, they do mimic people. That's right.
Yeah.
Well,
But
I'm good if you're good.
there's really nothing to see here. Move along.
My
Move
name's
along.
Seisha.
All right, we're just gonna be going.
He doesn't respond. He just says,
What's your name?
You know, they're really busy working, Seisha. Maybe we should let them. do
"Please
their
move
job.
along."
Lieutenant Arnold.
Hi, Lieutenant Arnold.
Seisha.
Nice to meet you.
Yes.
Have a wonderful evening. Thank you.
What she said.
Always building my name list.
Actually, I'm gonna put him as my. He pulls out the big list. My guard guy.
That was Arnold.
Arnold.
Wow, that's a really specific there, Harold.
I don't have another one.
That's what this whole. Oh my god.
So, what did you learn?
Apparently that
My
they
bag
believe it's just a gang war, and the Xantharms hire Kinku often to run errands and do stuff for them.
All right.
And the gentleman on the left is Lieutenant Arnold.
He's a very nice guy. Because he answered me. But I was totally right. It told
The
us
other
to
guy
move
just
along.
glared at me. It was very, very rude.
All right. Well, unless we want to essentially commit breaking and entering.
Not again. I've had enough of that in the
I'm
past few days.
tired of doing that.
Are they
Yeah.
guarding the other entrance?
That's what I'm talking about. But as soon as we get on the premise, we are breaking and entering.
Oh.
And we also literally just talked to them. They're going to be like, oh, Seisha, the one who's breaking in.
If you're that desperate for information, you can stay out here and I can go in around the back alone.
Nope.
Well,
Never mind.
then we're heading off to Mert's then.
All right, to Mert's.
To Mert.
You guys are currently in the dock ward, and you remember where Rainier told you where he should be,
Right.
which is the lower end of the castle ward that skirts along the edge of the dock ward. So you guys can cut a ways over and then make your way up.
So you're actually not too far from there.
Awesome.
And as you make your way deep within the southeast end, at the edges of the castle ward, near the base of Mount Waterdeep, is a mansion and a vineyard that looks out over the Sea of Swords. It is one of, if not the most famous landmarks of the castle ward, shoreline, besides the mountain that makes up most of it. From the exterior of Mert's mansion features a tall, sturdy, fortified tower, as well as several newer, more
Palladial.
I was getting there.
Palatial.
It's building the tension.
You got it.
Palatial.
Palatial?
Palatial extensions. As you approach, though, you notice upon closer inspection that this once illustrious abode is now unkept and starting to show signs of wear through negligence. The gutters are filled with seagull nests, and as well as the roof, which is showing a very white crown of refuse left behind by the birds. Some windows show a want for repair from being fogged from dirt and mildew, breeding on the edges of cracked panes. The short rows of vineyard trellises are barren of any grape clusters or really anything at all overgrown, dried out vines. The front door greets you beneath the canopy of a covered front porch with a cracked and peeled blue paint, damaged from the harsh ocean climate. An ornate figurehead of a red dragon cast in copper decorates the door face. It holds a large metallic ring in its toothy maw, awaiting for any who wish to knock.
If this guy has so much money, why is this place so run down looking?
I think Rainier said that the guy was super bored. He might just have stopped caring. I hope.
Some rich people are rich because they refuse to spend their money. So maybe he's one of those people.
Yeah.
As you knock, you wait, and a few moments pass before the door opens and a very rotund man in fanciful clothing enters the door. His attire is dark greens and blacks, accented with faded golds all along his boots, pants, leather jerkin, and fur-lined capelet. His buckled, wide-brim hat sits askew, sending a harsh, shadowed line that cuts across his face. His brows are furrowed, despite his brown eyes looking very kind. He greets you with a smirk behind his grayish, bushy, curled mustache that matches the wavy hair that falls along the back of his neck.
Okay, maybe he does spend his money.
Oh, lads, who the fuck are you? Oh, wow, hey, we're the BFGs. We heard you're Mert. Is you Mert?
Damn it. God damn it.
Mert.
Oh, the BFGs. Oh, I'll be Mert. Are you be adventurers?
Yeah, we sure
Let me guess. Green off the cuff, barely shit stains on your mom's mattress.
You got it on
Yep.
the first try, Mert.
All right.
What is that?
Do come on in.
All right, yeah, let's do it.
lads.
As you enter this abode, you can see that although the disheveled exterior this was what greeted you, the interior is more well refined. You have illustrious cushions and fanciful leather-bound chairs. There's a low-lit fire in the hearth that seems to make the room a little warmer than it should be, since it is nearing summertime.
Yeah.
There's a big fur-lined, or there's a big bearskin rug that sits before it, and everything, although does not look pristine and clean, it is protected from the harsh exterior outside world, so it's a little bit better.
Got it.
Oh, this is lovely.
Yeah, love the place, Mert.
And he just kind of looks around. Bored. Not much to do around here. So, what brings the BFGs? What be your names?
Oh, well, my name's Harold Hovelton.
Harold Ovalton.
I'm V.
V.
Venlee.
Goliath, I haven't seen you around, at least not, I haven't seen one of those around in a while. It's,
One of those?
a Goliath, not common here in the city.
Right, yeah.
Rude. What?
Anyways, this is Venlee.
Venlee,
Yeah.
Bill Ronto.
Bill,
Seisha.
Seisha.
Hi.
Alright, it's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. So what can, Mert the Merciless, the Lone Wolf, Mirt the Moneylender do for you?
Let me tell you, Mert the Merciless.
That's an old title. You can just call me Mert.
All right, well, Mert, we are our new roving gang of adventurers looking to really sink our teeth into things and get our feet wet with just raw adventure, just fun times. But we also are going to be going home to a very fun place. You may have heard of it. It used to be something of a well-known place, Trollskull Manor off of Trollskull Alley.
You're like,
Twists his mustache, and
Stop.
ponders his thoughts.
I can't say I do.
Well, we would love to show you the place. What it is, it's the bar. We're looking to open up a brand new bar. Lots of fun stuff in there. We even have a poltergeist as our bartender.
Very friendly poltergeist.
Let me get this straight.
Yeah.
You come here to tell me that you're opening a bar with a ghost.
Well, no, poltergeist.
Poltergeist, they are different, you're right. And what you be wanting from me?
Well, you see, the problem here is that while we are full of gumption, passion, excitement, and fun, we don't have money. We got a little bit to start things off, but we're really looking for a merciless moneylender.
Ah, you be looking for some money. A loan, do you? Well, let me see.
Oh, I don't like
You want to open a tavern. You want me to pay for it. You're gonna do all the work.
Yep.
All you need is my money. So you don't want me to do anything.
Well, I'm not saying that. I mean, we would love for
Are
you.
you kidding me? That sounds great.
Oh, well, perfect. And
I'm
that's
gonna
exactly
do the
what
work.
we're
I'm gonna
saying.
sit back and make money while you all do all the work. That sounds fantastic.
But all I'm saying is that if you want to
Plus,
come by
you
the
say
bar,
it's haunted. It's a haunted tavern. You use that. You sell that.
that's exactly
your
what I was
gimmick.
planning. 100%. That's why I wanted to
Oh
do
my!
that.
We could call it spirits and spirits.
We're gonna work on that title. We're gonna brainstorm it. We're
The
gonna
spirits.
Booze and booze.
Booze and booze. That's a good one.
Foreshadowing.
So we have lots of ideas, and we're gonna be putting them all on a big list, and we want you to be a big part of that. But the main thing here is we need to know if this is something, you know. I don't know if it sounds entertaining enough, if it's interesting to you, or I really, you know. I mean, you seem like you got a lot going on here, so.
Are you kidding me, right?
Yeah.
Look at this place. This place is a shithole.
Well, our place is
It's getting better.
Shitty are up.
I'm just giving you a hard time. My wife, she did all the cleaning. I'm not much of a cleaner, and it's kind of gone to shit, but that's all right.
yeah.
That's all good. But, so, let's talk business.
Let's talk business.
My name is Mirt the Moneylender, and I am known to lend money. So,
So interesting your parents named you that.
well, it's called a title.
I'm just kidding.
Oh,
Is Mert short for something?
no, it's just Mirt.
Like it. One syllable, easy to remember.
And I got the joke. Sorry, it took a second. My old age, you know, the brain, it takes a second for the weapons
yeah,
to get back on the wheel to start running.
Honestly, it wasn't that funny.
So, money.
Yes, money. How much you been needing?
We forgot.
Well, how about
wrote it
this?
down?
How about this? Let's go take a look at the place. Let's see how much of a fixer-upper it is.
Yeah, let's go.
Then we can
bit of a
talk money.
I'm so looking forward to that, especially.
Fantastic. And you said Renier sent ya.
Yeah.
Good boy. Shite father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He seems to feel the same way.
Aye, his father was a right douchebag.
I don't doubt it. When you put it so succinctly, I'm sure you're right.
Anyways, let's go.
Let's go.
Whoop whoop.
And we'll.
As he walks outside, you see him speak to a man, and then he nods and walks away, and from behind the manor comes out his own carriage. It seems lavish and large. It seems big enough for everyone here. in fact, including the Goliath. No
That- I mean, I'm sorry, I do fit in most carriages, okay? They're not that small.
But 1, 2,
And I'm
3,
not that
4,
large.
5, 6 people, and he isn't too small either.
As he gets in, he goes,
You know, now I see it, you all look a little familiar. I think I've seen you before. At the Yawning Portal not too long ago, a troll came out.
Yeah, that was
I
us!
was there that night, having drinks with some friends of mine. Saw the beast crawl out and he handled himself pretty well. It's always good for Dernan to get his damn gloves dirty every now and then. He's gotten soft behind that damn bar of his.
Yeah, you two used to run together?
Aye.
How was that?
Aye.
Did you and Renee ever run together?
No. I'm a little before his time.
Got it. So you did a lot of adventuring yourself.
Aye, I
Got any
did.
good
Back in
stories?
my day, well, I've got lots of stories, you kidding me?
Love to hear them
I've
sometime.
got lots of stories about Dernan.
Those I would really love to hear about. Oh my god, all the Dernan
We'll
stories.
see.
Huh?
We'll see.
Okay.
Nah, I'm just fucking with ya.
I love this guy already.
Isn't that right, Bill? He slaps you.
And that is Harold laughing.
Come on, Bill.
Yeah, you gave him the whole Ronto experience. It was incredible.
Oh,
Yeah.
I have a feeling I haven't seen the full Ronto yet. Knowing by the look of this guy.
Oh man, no, this guy's an animal. He goes crazy. Let me tell you. Oof.
I'm uncomfortable. And I'm going to get into the carriage.
This is why you guys are
Yeah,
okay.
you guys are right.
Everybody's in the carriage.
I'm uncomfortable looking out the window.
And like inside, like he sits in the very back, but there's like it's like a limo carriage, so there's seats along the side and along the back.
There's actually, you notice him kick the floor, and a small table pops up right in front of everyone.
Love it.
And then he kind of like reaches in and like pulls out some glasses, and like as they hit, they actually shink, and it's like magnetized, so that they don't bounce around.
Yeah, I
I
need
want
to,
to be this guy when I grow up.
yeah, I need to
Yeah,
install this
absolutely.
in
You're
my
not charging,
car
right? You're not charging?
right now.
Well,
We'll see.
All right, give me. Let's see what we got.
and then he just pours, and it's like a dwarven ale.
Oh, yeah. Awesome.
Cute.
Dwarves make the best ale.
I
Back.
do not drink.
He pours enough for everybody, but
Well.
you're free to take whatever you're.
Glug, glug, glug.
That doesn't smell like wine.
Nope.
I am distinctly uncomfortable. I will chug mine and then grab Voss's.
Oh, yo!
Oh, slow down there.
Oh, I'm good.
All right.
Are you?
As you
It takes about 30 minutes to make your way all the way through the Merchant Ward and then back over and then up through the North Ward. As you arrive past Sardoon Street into Troll Skull Alley.
And anyway, that's why I can't tell you the pants story.
Damn, I was looking forward to it. It sounds like a good one.
Maybe on the side.
Maybe one day I'll tell you about my pants story.
Oh god.
But anyway, here we are, and after you.
Oh my god, I gotta hear that.
And get out of the carriage.
I take him. Before we enter in, Mert, try not to do anything that might damage or disrupt the bar at all. Our Spectre is particular about that.
Poltergeist.
Yes.
Poltergeist.
Is a kind of spectre.
Jesus
He's not
Christ,
wrong.
Yeah, but
guys.
let's be specific.
and as he kind of gets out, you watch as the carriage kind of and it like raises a good like foot.
Yeah, good foot.
Nice suspension on this.
As he kind of grabs your whole belly, kind of chuckles.
I'm going to walk
Oh, that's a fixer-upper.
in. We
got
we
a
have
few
company.
And, like, before he even walks in, like he's like looking on the outside.
Hey, all right. Oh, you're gonna be giving half your money to the fucking guilds in this place.
As he's like as he's just like looking on the outside, kind of before and like walking up, kind of looking. As he steps onto the stair, the first stair actually breaks under his rig.
Right? Yep, definitely a fixer-upper.
Begins to walk in.
I like every step, like,
Oh, it's bending.
okay, all right, all right.
Well, that one's a little wet, so it bent a little bit more. That's fine.
All right, what do you got here? Give me the specs.
Well, we got this tap room, we got the kitchen back there, we got some
I
little...
pull out the map.
Perfect, there you go.
Blueprints, handy. Kind of lays it out. He's like, oh, you got multiple stories above. Oh, that's nice. Living quarters, all right. You want to fix the whole place up then, not just the tap room?
I'm thinking the whole thing. Yeah.
Right,
If
right.
The
possible.
whole dang thing.
Right, so we're gonna want to get the Guild of Carpenters out here to get an appraisal done. We want to get the Guild of Chandeliers and Lamplighters to give us an estimate on the chandeliers here. Want to give the Guild of Roofers out here to start going over the roof.
We may not need to go to the guild for the. We have a carpenter guy. I have a
He
carpenter.
is a member of the Carpenters
Oh, then
Guild.
never mind. Perfect. Solid.
Is there a separate guild for every specific piece of this building?
about.
Just about. Well, you're new to Waterdeep, are they?
Yeah, they
Sure,
are.
yes.
They
Yes.
didn't know what indoor plumbing.
You don't know indoor. Funny you should mention that. I was just about to ask how the plumbing situation is here.
We got
Working
none.
water?
Got
Or
none.
none.
Aye, so the Guild of Plumbing as well.
Yeah, I hope you didn't have to shit.
We would never know.
We have a shovel. If you need to
We
go
have
in
chamber
the
pots. We're not
backyard.
completely uncivilized.
Right. Be like you'd be out in the field war or something. Whew. That is,
I know, right? That's what I'm saying. So, Leaf, would you mind bringing me a broom real quick? Is that okay?
And as soon as you ask for it, a broom floats over straight to you.
Thank you so much.
Aye.
This is Leaf. Leaf's our bartender.
Leaf. So he's a friendly poltergeist.
Yeah, 100%.
Excellent. Leaf, a pleasure. Mert the Moneylender at your service.
He's gonna try to help us fix the place up, Leaf. And I will look and see in the usual pile of dust, and I'm like, oh, somebody dusted.
Right. All right. So you're looking at the Cellars and Plumbers Guild for your indoor plumbing to get that water going. We're gonna want to look at the old Launderers Guild if you want to go ahead and get your stuff washed and your towels and whatnot. You want to do that.
Definitely want to do that.
Your Bakers and Guild, your Butchers Guild for your meats and breads. There's a bit of stonework that needs here, so we'll need the Guild of Stonecutters, Masons, Potters, and Tile Makers. That'll get that going. As we continue down here, let's see, as he continues to make his way down and kind of moving and going. Alright, yeah, that, he's kind of like checking the floor, checking like knocking on wood here and there.
I'm reading your list as it grows and looking more and more worried.
Yeah.
Then you see your Vinters, Distillers, and Brewers Guild for your ale here. Yeah, it's gonna. Alright, so based on my estimate alone, you're looking at well over 1,000 gold.
That sounds about right. What kind of payment structure are we talking here?
Well, I'd be willing to front you the full amount if you want. Only thing I ask is for every 100 gold I front you, I get 5% back in profit, if you know what I mean. So if I loan you 1,000 gold, then I'll be getting, that's what, 60% or so back on my end.
So perpetual 60%?
For every 100, so let's say you make I give you 1,000 gold. You make back 100 for that time. I would take 62 gold back on top of that 100 that you make.
Until the full debt is repaid?
Aye.
That's a pretty good deal. Can I make an intelligence check to make sure that's a good deal?
Help. Assist on that.
Yeah, you might. I might.
How
assist
are you assisting on that?
Good.
Can we
I'm
like lean
thinking
and
it.
start like blah blah blah?
I am well researched in matters mathematical. I would like to assist.
I'm making sure these guys aren't scamming us.
Get
Yeah, I'll
insight check
let
on
them.
that.
They seem to. They have a better handle on
He's
that.
rolling insight. and
Insight,
then
you two can confer about.
If
Okay.
you guys would like to roll separately,
I'm
that
going
seems.
to whisper things to you and let you roll because you're probably way better.
16.
Oh, you should have rolled. So that's what? Which would that be?
Intelligence.
Intelligence.
Just the intelligence monitor straight.
Okay. 10.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, he's loaning you a lot of money, and he's got to gain something from it. So it is an investment, and he needs to get back on his investment.
Sure,
But
absolutely.
we're
And-
not going to be owing it in Perpetuity.
And then so he's like, as this is an investment, for say, so I want to invest in you, and obviously you want to gain a profit yourself, but so do I. So I would say you pay me back, but at the same time, you're going to need repairs here and there. I'll be setting up all of that work, getting you in the meetings you need to meet, all that stuff. So I'd like to keep a profit coming in. We can renegotiate after that.
16 insight.
16 insight. He definitely seems to know what he's talking about. He doesn't seem to be bullshitting you. He is very businesslike. And where 5% doesn't sound like a lot, 5% stacked for every 100 gold does. But you can cut that.
Would you mind if I confer with my associates for a moment?
Aye, of course, and just so you know, keeping a business going like this, you're probably looking at about 150 gold a month for wages and hirelings and whatnot. Not to mention the 30 gold a month that you're going to have to do for guild dues every month. So you're looking at about 180 gold in just...
And we would be on the line for that money, not you.
Of course,
Yeah.
aye. And that would come out of your profit.
Sure.
So anything after that, after you pay all of that stuff and you set up shop, then that's when I'll be stuck to taking that.
Gotcha.
But you got, there's most guilds will make you require an upfront payment as they start their work and start looking things over. And from all the work you need here, that's probably about 250 gold up front. And again, I'm happy to front that. So roughly 1,250, 1,300 gold. I'm happy to just give you, as long as I get my cut on the back end.
Let's we'll discuss real quick and then.
Of course, take your time.
Leaf, can you get him a? Oh, I guess there's no drinks.
Piece of a rat carcass.
No, there are. We went shopping.
Perfect. Leaf,
Did you buy drinks? You only
I
bought
said
food.
groceries for a week.
It's okay. Fine. Yeah, that's included. Yes, that is included.
Yeah,
Okay.
Leaf, can you get him a glass of something?
And the little pitcher comes in, like the groceries that you set down in the kitchen, like the water skin comes in and kind of pours
Thank you, Leaf.
water.
Thanks, Leaf.
The groceries do seem to be slightly organized now that you guys have cleaned out the pantry from its refuse-infested
Rotted
maggot.
potatoes.
Yeah, rotted potatoes. They haven't been unbagged
Yeah.
to protect them from the
Elements.
The elements.
Shithole we live in.
Yeah. But they do seem to be organized, and you recognize that the chair that Mert has been offered is the most sturdy chair.
Wise maneuver.
I will say that with your 10 roll, even with that, because of your prowess with numbers and everything, when he mentioned it being 1250 to 1300, the math on that end doesn't work in your favor
Okay.
at all.
Got it. I think we need to talk him down to a lower percentage for a longer period of time, because if we take more money, we're going to end up on the hook for more, and it's going to work against us with the upkeep of this place.
You're saying we're going to be upside down.
Yeah.
Shit.
We need to try to talk him down to maybe 4%.
What do we?
It's more so the more you can invest
Yeah.
into the business
Okay.
would cut down.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
If we can cover more of this, the 6% is doable. So if we take the money that we made as our initial investment to get things going, and then
I think it was 5%. I'm just doing
Yeah,
math in
yeah.
my head.
We
Yeah,
have
it was 5%.
it was. I don't know why I said 6.
No, you're fine. You're fine. What's
We
the
have-
we figure out how much we can.
You said 6 because they said 60.
we have 755 gold between the five of us. The question is, how much of that are we willing to let go?
I think at least the 300, whatever that initial cost would be. That 250 he was just talking about. Whatever that number ends up being is probably what we should sink in and just keep it at 1,000.
Yeah.
Why don't we ask to borrow 1,000
Okay.
with an open line if we need more?
Open line of credit.
Yeah.
Tempting, but he's gonna want more percentage for that.
Yeah.
I don't think he will.
For credit?
Because he's offering us 1,000 flat out, and then he said, oh, I can add in the extra. But if we cover the extra, and we ask him just to open the 1,000 line of credit, and allow us to potentially add more if we discover unforeseen conditions.
I don't know. I see him wanting more interest for that. But
Ask
we can
him.
try.
Ask him if he needs anything that maybe some would be intangible. We are a band of adventurers, after all, with a stupid name.
That's stupid.
You're the only one who doesn't like it, so.
It's true.
Let me ask him real quick. Hey, just real quick, Mert. Is there anything maybe you would want that is not like
Labor in exchange.
right?
No, I pretty much just want money.
Okay.
That's fair.
Okay.
That's
What
pretty
if
much it
if
counts.
then we were to consider paying that the expenses past 1,000? We pay that amount ourselves. Just put that up for you. On the side though, you consider maybe you give us the 1,000 for lending, and then consider an open line of credit that maybe we could.
Again, the 5% is for every 100 I give you. So if I only give you 400, that's only 20%.
I see what you're saying.
If I give you 1,000, you see what I'm saying?
Yeah, I get
That's
what you're
I'm
saying
saying.
now.
How
That's-
much would it cost to just fix the plumbing of this place?
I don't know off the top of my head. I'd have to get the guild out here. But if you just want the plumbing, you're not going to open the place. You're just going to. It's not really an investment for me.
Yeah.
It's just something I'm thinking about.
Let's do some math real quick. So each of us should have, and I'm saying this where he can't hear. Right?
Okay,
Like
okay.
we're get back together in the group.
I didn't sign up for
I
math,
have-
I signed up for fun.
I have 155
Well, then you
gold.
signed up to the right place. Thank
Does
you very
everybody
much.
have 155 gold? Is that what we're working with?
Yes.
Okay. Well,
No.
you bought some stuff. That's fine.
Let's round it out to 700 then, and say that's what we're working with.
So we have 700 gold we can work with. Oh, man. We might just need to put an enormous amount of this down on this.
I say, if we're going to go this route to make it worth his while and to keep us from getting skewered, we should put about 500 in.
I agree. I think it's the right number. 500 to 600 is probably what we should be putting in.
Okay. Well,
I offer up 100 gold of mine.
same.
Same.
That's 3.
I have 87.
Weren't you just
I will give
given
150 gold of mine.
110?
And I bought the groceries and the paper.
I thought that
I
was
got-
1 gold.
No, the groceries were 3 and the paper was 25.
Ooh. So I will put in
That's
150.
expensive paper.
It can go anywhere.
My remaining gold will be used to buy health potions.
Yep.
So
I
I'll
think-
hold on to the 50
Yeah,
that
you
I
need to
have.
hold on to that. So I'll put in 150. You've got 100. You've got 100. So we're up to 350.
I can put in 50.
I can put in 150 as well.
And
Okay.
I can put in 50?
Sure, perfect. So there's 100.
50, 50, 100.
Yeah, so 100, 200, 500. Done.
500 gold then. All right.
I'll turn back around and be like, how about this? We'll give you 500 gold. You know, try to be helpful to you, make it a little bit easier on both sides.
So you're looking to cover about half of what you think you'll be needing.
Just about.
Yes.
All right, that's fair. So you'll be looking at about 750 from me, rough, give or take. If here or there. Obviously, this is just an estimate. It's not new and not. What the
Yeah, but I
others
trust
have.
that you've been at this long enough that you know the numbers.
I've been around for just a few years. So
What do you think? Sound like a good deal?
I think it sounds fantastic. You see, because I'll be loving a good bar to drink at. You see.
And we'd love to be having you here.
And honestly, if I don't have to give my business to Dernan, I'm just as happy to come here.
You guys had a real falling out, huh?
No, he's just the right shit, but
Yes, he is a right shit.
so with that, you're looking at about 37.5% to me of profits that you earn.
That's
It's still in
less
your
than
favor
half.
though. You still have.
Until we pay off the 750.
This is why it's an investment, you see. So I'm investing money in, and I'd like to see my investment back. So I'd like to see that to go in, and I'll continue to help you cover costs and whatnot.
What about a standard share in perpetuity of the take of the facility?
That's what I'm talking about. 37.5% of that is mine. The rest is yours.
For all time?
Aye.
Or
That's why
just
it's called
until we pay off the 750,
That's why it's called an investment.
right?
So
a lot.
just to be clear, no matter what we make, 40% of it goes to you.
Well, if you pay back the 750, it's why it's a loan. I'd be happy to renegotiate from other stuff. But yes, I see what you're saying. Once the 750 is paid off, then we can talk about to see what else you'd be needing.
Oh, yeah,
Got it.
negotiate.
Okay, that's what
Okay, that's what I was
I
confused on.
apologize if it was a bit confusing.
I'm
Sometimes
not really a
it's too
business
many hits to
person.
the head. You know?
And this will
The
all
life
be,
of adventuring will do that to you.
all be drawn up in a contract, something
Aye,
we
but
both
of
have
course.
peace of.
I think
You have to sign in blood. No, I'm just fucking with you. The look on your face, Bill. Ha!
Oh, Bill.
I hate this man so much. Him and Volo is just like two people I just hate so
You
much.
just hate fun.
I look at you like, I think this is good, guys. I think we're at a good spot.
So we're at 5% for every 100, looking at 37.5%. We'll get the guilds up here, the renovations beginning within, I'd say, by first day next week.
Sounds solid.
Okay.
And just to be sure, you're talking just from bar profit, correct?
Aye. The tavern itself. Your adventuring money is yours, not mine. I'm not
making sure.
investing in your adventuring, I'm investing in your bar.
No, that's fine. I just wanted to be sure.
Aye. Good question.
I'll offer out a hand. Then I think we've got a deal.
Aye, fantastic. And he shakes it.
Yep. I feel better already.
Aye, I'll be getting the information to the guilds and get that going. As I said, we'll be getting this going to get our bar going.
Yeah.
Think on the name. I'm like I said, I like booze. That's a good
Booze
one.
and
And with that, he kind of just to begin chuckling himself as he heads out and heads back to his carriage.
Why do I get the feeling we just got screwed?
I don't think we've got screwed, but I think it's going to be really painful.
Worth
We're
it.
going to have to get money on the side.
Here's what we're gonna do. Well, we always are gonna make money on the side. Like you said, mercenaries. We're gonna make money. Here's the trick. I think that as time goes on, we'll wear on him. He'll start liking us more and more eventually. Trust me, I've got a persuasive personality about, yeah, he's probably gonna take us every blood dime money he can get out of us. But that's okay.
I wouldn't
because
have a child while we're in debt to him.
I'll keep that in mind. So
Okay.
if we are
Weird flex, but
Odd
okay.
flex, okay.
so
Blood and firstborn.
yeah.
Oh, I mean, there's a lot of connections and roads you gotta get there, but we got there.
Oh man, is he still outside?
He's in his carriage getting situated.
I'll rush outside real quick and be like, hey, one last thing.
Aye.
In my room, there's a bunch of crows. I want them to stay in my room. So if there's a guild that has to do something with like
Birds.
aviary and stuff to make sure they can come in and leave and they
Not that I can think of, but I'll make note of it to the Carpenters Guild not to clear them out or.
yeah, that's exactly the main thing.
I'll leave you a bird hole.
Thank you. I need a bird hole. Okay.
Aye.
Is there a bird guild that can
Right.
just tend to my pest animals that are?
They are not
Right.
pests, they are family.
Anyways, I look forward to it. And we'll be speaking in the next day or two. I'll be by.
Can't wait, Mert.
Can't wait to get the renovations going. It's gonna be good.
It's gonna be real good.
Aye. A pleasure, Harold.
Pleasure.
I actually walk out with you.
Yep.
Would it be all right if we can contract some of the people to do the work?
As long as they have the backing of the guild. You don't want to get away from the guilds, otherwise this place will be burned to the ground before you know it. And not by them, but just as a
Coincidence.
not a coincidence. More like you're gonna get stale bread, you're gonna get piss poor ale. You don't want to piss off the guilds because, trust me, the guilds run this city.
We'll be sure not to piss off the guilds.
So, but I will get in touch with the guilds. If you have contacts, contractors who you trust and who are affiliated with the guilds, of course, we'll use those who you've contracted and whatnot and you trust.
All right.
I'll take your word for it. You know the area. I don't really know the area.
You will soon.
Not been to the North Ward in a while, Sue, but it's a good place.
It is.
Right. Expect to be hearing from me soon. It's a pleasure.
Be safe, Mert.
Always.
Go
You
back.
hate that guy. I can just feel it
Is
radiating.
it palpable?
It is. I can palp it right here, right now. It's
Finally.
insane. It's
How
just waves of hatred, like burning on the side of your face.
How did it go?
Oh.
Yeah, you're
How did it go?
I am actually waiting for a message to further prove myself, but I passed the first round.
That's awesome.
I'm gonna run up and hug her.
Thank you, Stacia.
You're welcome. That's so great. We should do something tonight to celebrate.
Yes, we should do something tonight to celebrate. What's your favorite song? You have a favorite song?
I can make a cake.
I don't think you know it, and what kind of cake?
What kind do you like?
I really like chocolate.
I'll be back. I'm gonna go get some chocolate.
Okay.
Okay.
Are you going to the general goods store in that direction?
Yeah, I was going to.
I'm gonna go with you then.
Okay.
Something I want to do while I'm in town.
Okay. Because we get a discount there, right?
Yep.
Excellent.
So as you guys head off and head back to the trades ward, what are you guys doing?
Harold.
Yeah.
Birds. Yeah. Birds?
Oh, yeah.
I'm very interested in the birds.
I like birds too.
You guys are great. Let's go.
All right.
As you make your way down, you again catch the sight of the sign with the magnifying glass with the cat's eye on it. As you pass by that, you make your way north, further up into the alley to the right of your, kind of further up.
And as you are walking down the alley, you all notice the amoebic swarm of color undulating and moving through the sky. In a small backstreet connection of Sourdoon Street and Delzerin Street, the two main thoroughfares that border Trollskull Alley, there sits a roost of avian creatures atop one of the many townhomes that line the pathways. It would be an easy shot to miss, as you have many times, wandering back and forth so far, as it is less of a shop and more of a friendly neighbor with an eccentric lifestyle. A series of iron ladders and staircases ascend to the rooftop from the side of the building. At the base, a plastered, aged, and peeling across the bricks is a sign reading Zephyr's Post in an elegant script, but obviously drawn by a dilettante and not a professional. The inking of a raven holding a scroll pinched in its beak can be seen under the lettering above a smattering of fine print.
Can I try to read the fight?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You can. You kind of get because it's kind of faded, but you make out Zephyr's Post is open 2nd day through 7th day, twice on 9th day, but never on 3rd day, excluding holidays and weekends. The roost's hours are high sun to late mid-sun, minus the hours of quarter sun and high tide. Any persons wanting to use the services of the post must bring offerings to the children. Grain, seed, corn, peas, greens, berries, and fruit are accepted. Any person bringing bread or rice will be prohibited from premises. Roost is on the roof. Many blessings upon you.
You know the whole rice thing with birds is a myth, right?
I gotta obtain this grain. And I'm gonna turn around and look for a place to buy. I'm gonna look for a place nearby that has grain. Is there
Let's
anything
not
near?
get this bread.
Where we were going, Ezra.
Yeah, I know. I'm like, shit. Shit, do I have any berries?
Also, did they just refer to them as children?
Yep.
Okay.
Clearly,
I know what we're
they
working
care.
We're working
about-
with a herald.
What? What do you mean we're working with a herald? You act like I'm some kind of weirdo.
Named one Earl.
It named itself Earl. I just agreed.
I mean, he responds to Earl, so like,
Does he?
yeah, he goes.
Yeah, you just have to say it sort of like he said it. See here.
Okay. Maybe the cat's eye has.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah, I'm sure. I don't have anything here that's gonna work.
You remember, you go back and look at the fine print again, just to make sure, like, do I have any of this? Nope. Any of this? Nope. Any of this? Nope. It says if you want to use the services of the children.
Oh, perfect. Okay, cool. Then in that case, I'm like, oh, you know what? It
Oh,
seems
so
like
we can meet the children.
I would like to meet the children.
Let's go meet the children.
Meet the children.
As you near the top of the roof,
Crazy
you,
people. Traveling with crazy people.
We're just now realizing.
You both really remind me of my family.
as you near the
I thought you didn't like your family.
I didn't know you had family.
Everyone has family.
That's not entirely true.
Oh my god.
Do you have family?
No. I meant they talk to animals.
Huh?
Oh.
That makes a lot more sense.
Yeah, that makes way more sense.
Okay.
As you near the top of the roof, you notice that the last staircase before the final ladder is covered and crusted over in a white paste, but it does not seem to smell. The only scent you get is a wafting of sweet musk that emanates from the rooftop above, where you hear a cacophony of loud caws and soft cooing.
Cacophony of caws.
Yes. You climb up the ladder as a large flock of pigeons fly at you, panicked by your presence. Whereupon you find yourselves looking at a flat, mini stovepipe-laden rooftop of a large coop. Aisles of wired and wooden cages nest under a large arched canopy. Surprisingly, the roof is cleaner than the staircase would have led you to believe, as if the caretaker cares more about these creatures' livelihoods than their own. A middle-aged bald woman of dark skin and kind golden hazel eyes, wrapped in a hooded shawl scarf and simple layered, loose-fitting wrapped and tied garments, with some hand-stitched embroidery, all of which echoes an avian motif. She is carefully tending to the different cages as the birds fly around her and the rooftop around you.
I will just kind of speak to let our presence be known and be like, this place is incredible.
She kind of, like a bit startled, like kind of turns and looks at you.
I'm so sorry. I spoke without even thinking. My name's Harold. I just saw the birds and wanted to come see.
Greetings. My name is Fatima Al-Ulmari.
Hello, Fatima.
It is an honor. What brings you to my nest?
Well, it's actually that my buddy Earl is coming to your nest. Earl lives with me in my room. He's a crow or a raven of some kind.
Ah, one of the murders that flies around.
Yeah, absolutely.
I understand. You say that he lives in your house.
He lived in my room first. I'm his roommate.
Ah. She actually smiles a bit as you say this. Where is it that you come from?
Oh, I've been here my whole life.
Where is your room then?
Oh, it's on Trollskull Alley. We're at Trollskull Manor, actually.
Ah, you are the new inhabitants of the manor.
You're here in the flesh.
I see. What can I do for you, Harold?
Honestly, Fatima, it's all just curiosity. Earl seems to love the place, and I can totally see why now. I just wanted to see what it was you did here.
We send messages so that we have... And you kind of look and you see various pigeons, but you also see hawks as well. And you actually watch, as what she was doing is she was actually attaching a piece of paper to a hawk's leg.
Gotcha.
And she kind of pets it as she does and kind of like coos towards it as she picks it up and kind of sends it as it takes off.
Awesome.
My children, they deliver messages all over to all of Faerun
That's incredible.
and back. Sometimes mercenaries and other hirelings can be contacted through the post.
Interesting. Do you, what do you usually charge for services like that?
They start at 2 silver per message.
That's a great price.
That is for any address here in Waterdeep. If you want to go elsewhere, then you will need, depending on how far the birds need to travel, that will determine how much. As
Sure.
some can fly further than others.
Absolutely. I guess while I've got you here, since I've got my new roommates, and I don't want to disappoint Earl, do you have any tips on maybe crow care?
This requires some trial and error, as they can. You need to find food that the crow seems to like.
Do you have any ideas about what crows typically like?
As I said, that takes some trial.
I guess each one's an individual, maybe
Yes.
different murders like different things.
The urban ones, surprisingly finicky. You'll know that the crow likes it, judging by how quickly it swoops it up to grab it. If a pile of leftovers sits all day, they just aren't interested. So try something else. Only make sure it's healthy. Crows like junk food, but giving it to them is probably not the kind thing to do.
No. Nobody likes to eat their greens, but they gotta.
Find out what they like and stock that food. Always have it on hand. Establish a regular feeding schedule.
I'm gonna write all this down. He pulls out a little notepad and starts writing this down.
If you don't establish a rhythm for interaction, the relationship may never gel. And don't feed them so much that they become dependent. Just a handful of something to show that you care.
Got it.
Show the crows that you care.
I mean, yeah.
That's kind of how you take care of a boss, too.
It's very similar. Don't let it get dependent. Just give it enough.
Just enough to keep it fed.
So I'm going.
She continues.
Okay, go ahead.
Be dependable, steadfast, observant. Don't just throw the food out there and walk away. Stay at a safe distance to watch them eat, or select carefully and fly off to cache it for later. Since crows have territories, they take some time to try to get to know how big your local crow family is, your roommates, if you will. Mm-hmm. My crows feel most comfortable swooping down to grab peanuts. And she actually pulls out a small peanut, cracks it open, and holds it up, and he watches.
One swoops down, deftly picks it out of her fingertips, and flies off.
That's incredible.
Don't try to get too close. These are wild animals, after all. The goal shouldn't be to tame them or take them.
I'm not trying to have a pet, I just want to respect them. They found the house first.
Yes, they have their own personality. And if they choose you, you will know, and only then can you have a mutually beneficial relationship.
I really appreciate the information. It really does mean a lot to me.
It means a lot to me that you see them as more than beasts.
Well,
The fact that you refer to them as roommates and that you moved into their territory speaks highly of what you truly mean. That sentence alone let me know exactly what kind of person you are.
Thanks, Fatima. I won't take up too much more of your time.
Do you have any need of the post at this time?
Not yet, but I assure you we will be coming back here.
Very well. It was a privilege to meet you.
And the privilege was all mine. And I will offer a hand. I don't know if she seems like.
She'll actually bow. She won't actually.
And I will bow as well. I actually seem more comfortable bowing than I do shaking a hand.
Many blessings upon you.
And you as well.
And what are you guys doing during this?
Looking at birds.
You guys up there?
I'm like standing like in the middle of the room where they're like
It's a rooftop. You're on a rooftop.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like
I'm
rocking
standing
the-
equidistant from every bird. Like
They're everywhere.
Yes.
Yeah.
if any move, I'm like. No.
Yeah, so I'm like trying to walk up to them, and they're probably flying away from me, and I'm just like.
Make an animal handling check.
Oh God.
Oh my God.
She turns into the bird lady
She
from
fell
Home
on a
Alone,
bird.
and all the birds.
Where is my? There it is. Okay, 17.
When you first go after them, you are this lumbering giant that they are not used to, so they seem to scatter. And then the woman comes up to you and puts seed in your hand, lowers you down, and extends your hand out. And with this, a couple come over to your hand and start feeding from your hand.
She's like, I'm so excited.
Oh my god. Or maybe it's really more like.
Yeah.
They do not like being chased.
I was just saying, hey.
It just takes some getting used to.
I know.
Fatima,
She'll turn in many blessings upon you.
and you as well. I think we're good to go. Mm-hmm. Earl, have fun. No. Head out.
Later, Earl.
And
I like
as you
Dark
head
Souls.
hard
Slide
to
down
pick.
the ladder.
It's hard to pick out his caw amongst the other.
Oh, yeah.
Make a dex check.
Oh shit!
Acrobatics check, actually.
I just hit the floor. 6.
Yeah, you're like, haha, I'm gonna be cool.
Yeah,
you grab
right.
it and slide, and you slide, but you don't quite realize how to stop.
You gotta
I got
steer.
that, but also you kind of let go a little bit as you realize the white paste isn't actually paste.
Nah.
That's bird.
Yep. Yeah. Yep. So you're like, yeah. Oh no!
It's just a stone face falling.
You take 1 point of bludgeoning damage and you slam into the.
Hesitation. Like as you're falling, like no.
No, please. I'm gonna crawl down to, what the hell are you doing?
It's shit. It's shit.
Yeah, it's shit. Well, there's birds here. But, you know,
Could you feel
I
it?
guess next time we're here, we'll let them know to use the bird toilets. And then I'm gonna head out the door.
I flick it and flick it onto him. Like,
As you're walking away, it's like you think you feel something, turn back around.
All right, now as you head down the street to head to whatever might be next, we're gonna.
And then he insisted on going through my closet and making sure that I didn't have any pants. I don't know what to do.
Don't let him into your room, first off. That's your first mistake. It's like letting a dog in, and then when he pisses on the floor, you get mad on him. That's just what he does.
That's fair. That's fair.
Oh my god. You good?
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm really tired.
That's the only reason I have any humor value is because he's punch drunk from lack of
No,
sleep.
no, hey, no, it was a funny joke.
All right. So for the
I
second
feel that,
time,
though.
boss, you find yourself now with Seisha at your company instead of Harold, into the winding labyrinth of the mimic, bannered, tapestried trades ward. But you've been here a couple of times now, so you know exactly where to go. It seems to be a pattern now, straight down a couple of lanes, and you find yourself at a sign that's cut out. It's cut out like a horse, an equine type creature, and it says the pack mule.
This is the place.
Okay.
We get a 10% discount. I'll let him know that I know you.
Okay.
I go up to the front counter.
As you enter the place, the first time you've seen it,
Little bell rings.
there's multiple aisles of various goods that all seem to be simple items, nothing extravagant, just quick things that someone could pick up, typically geared maybe towards adventurers. And as you make your way to the front counter, where you expect to see the tall, slender man with the curled mustache and the short cropped hair, whose name tag says Jonas, you see a younger kid with a wine stain over his eye, wearing the same thing, and his name tag
Says Reddard.
says Reddard.
I walk up to Ritter
Just kind of, as we're walking, just kind of put my hand on my sword hilt.
and
Oh. You're back.
I said I would be, didn't I?
Yeah, you did. Jonas isn't here. How can I help you?
My companion here, Seisha, wants to buy some provisions.
Yeah, we have that here.
I'm trying to find some chocolate.
I think we have some in, but I don't know actually. You might want to try the baker shop a little ways down.
How are you?
But there's a few. I have a few here. We have a little bit of candy here, but it's not really our forte. But we have a few. I'm alive. Thanks to you guys.
Staying out of trouble?
Yeah.
Good.
I think I've had enough of that, but again, I don't really. Yeah, so let me get you that chocolate. And he'll kind of point you over to the back.
Back that way?
Yeah.
I'll go get it.
Okay.
No, walk over there and keep an ear out because there's something going on.
Sasha walks behind the shelf.
Yeah. Pulling the hero. Sasha, what are you doing over there?
Chocolate.
Good callback. Good callback.
Well,
So,
Yeah. Voss. Or no, did you never gave him his name?
never gave
no,
him my
okay,
name.
you didn't say. The man with no name.
Bill Ronto.
Make a deception check.
Certainly.
Here comes the Ronto experience.
Yeah.
Full Ronto.
Going full blown.
Hey,
Ronto.
that ain't bad.
That's not bad at all.
That's a 14. I will roll for Bill Ronto every time.
Can I?
He's like, all right, Bill, got it.
That's a weird name, but okay.
I'm you can call me Red.
Run.
Red.
Red.
Yeah. Anyways,
I'm here.
yeah, you said you were coming back. Like tapping his hand on the counter, like.
I not unsheathe, but unhilt one of the rapiers from my belt and place it on the counter. It's the normal one, it's not Harold's.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I don't think you give him the flashy one.
No.
What the hell is this?
Picks
thing?
it up.
I have a few hours to spare.
I'll take you up on your offer.
When we start today. I go back over to Sasha, press a gold into your palm and said, go ahead without me. I'll join you all later on. Nothing erstwhile. I promise.
Okay. Don't miss the cake.
Give me. We close up in an hour.
I'll wait.
He'll say before you walk
Invite
out.
him to come by.
When we're done here, I will.
Okay. You're gonna miss the cake.
Save me a slice then.
But it's. You should be there for your friend. We're celebrating her accomplishment. Just bring it with you.
Sasha,
All right.
this is important.
So is Venlee. And I walk out.
Watch for a shave. You can throw it.
I forgot to pay for the chocolate.
He's like, well, yeah.
How much is it?
It's like 4 copper
Oh, okay.
for enough to make
Okay.
a small little bushel of little pieces of like wrapped chocolate.
Yeah. All right, I'll give him the 4 copper.
Okay.
Dramatic exit. Walk back out.
I just imagine Voss actually making that noise. My life. This is what it is.
I'll wait in the alley behind your shop. We'll need somewhere fairly closed off and out of the public eye.
He'll hand you the rapier back.
I take it and go into the alley and start doing calisthenics.
Okay.
I want to try to make a stealth.
Yeah, you do.
Oh man, I was so excited for this. I was hoping this is what you would do.
I highly doubt that you are wearing your full plate.
Right.
So you're rolling it regular.
I don't know. Are you wearing your full plate?
No,
Yeah, you're just
not
doing
when
it.
we're not doing anything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, baby. Come on, baby. Oh, natural 20!
That's the greatest!
Wow.
Suck it, Ronto!
Boy, howdy!
Awesome. Okay.
Look on it.
Amazing.
The new Ronto experience.
All right. So
Suck it, Ronto.
about you just wait around for about an hour,
that on
and
a
then you
t-shirt.
see him close up shop, close it up. It's about, getting closer to the evening point at this time, as you had a day full of stuff going on. And he comes around and has the apron off and is in just his like baggy shirt, loose-fitting shirt, trousers, boots, and he kind of looks at you and it's like, all right, let's do it.
When his eyes are down to the ground, I throw the rapier at him.
All right.
See if you can catch it.
Just like Krillin throwing the rock at Goku. What are you doing? I thought you'd know it was coming. No, you threw a rock. I was sleeping.
All right. He's looking down and then kind of looks up right at the last second, kind of fumbles it a bit, but he catches it.
I unsheath mine and assume side stance.
He mimics. And
alleyways are close. You'll have to keep to your side here. But this is where you can best use this weapon. Do you know what this is?
I do.
Keep your body to the side. Move with your lead foot. Are you right or left-handed?
I'm right-handed.
So am I.
And he actually tosses it back to you.
Catch.
He walks over behind one of the crates that's back there, and he pulls out a thin, long, curved blade.
Oh, is this a scimitar or cutlass?
It is a scimitar.
Okay.
He says, more comfortable with this.
Oh, you know.
Yeah.
I place. I switch out heraldry.
Yeah. Yeah, I figured.
Place it gently down on the ground. You have experience, son?
Enough to get me by.
Joined a gang.
All right. This is a little different then. This is primarily used for piercing, driving blows. Yours is mainly used for slashing, but the premise is basically the same. Short blades are great for close combat. Still keep your body to the side, but you're going to move in with a little bit of heft. I said, I'm going to come at your right, wide sweeping. Do you know how to block?
I do.
Block. Right.
Make an attack at disadvantage as he's knows it's coming.
Sometimes for like the heading.
Oh, that's a nice natural
Wow! A 19 and 20.
All right, kid, let's see what you got. 24 to hit.
Roll damage. It'll be subdual as you're like going in with the side of the rapier and just kind of like slapping him.
Okay. 5 points of damage, so reduced to 2.
So as he comes in, like he goes to block it, but wasn't expecting the quickness of how fast you are, and you immediately, before he even has time to bring it up and whip it, and just slap him across the side of the face with the rapier.
I do, and immediately take a step back. You're holding it too tightly.
So cool. So
Firmly grasp it.
Grasp it.
Light blades are light weapons. They use wrist movements more than anything. This, and a kind of figure 8, is your range of motion. Use your fingers to hold the blade and your wrist to maneuver it.
All right.
Left. I attack again.
Okay. Roll again at disadvantage.
This is really cool. 16 to hit.
Dang. You hit him.
This time, as you come from the other side, he has to bring up the blade. As he brings up the blade, he actually is holding it too loosely now, as he took your words too literally, as you nearly flip the blade out of his hand as the side of the blade slaps against his side. It's like,
Not one side or the other, it's a bindle in between. You have to control the blade as an extension of your own body. I move back. I say, attack.
All right,
Choose any direction.
he comes at you. Does a 6 hit your armor class?
No. I want to block at the very last minute.
Okay.
So.
okay. You see him like grip the blade again, kind of twist it, do the quick figure 8, It's very sloppily done, trying to get a hold of it. And he seems to be looking at his blade in his hand, and you get the tell that he's trying to catch you off guard. But you can read him instantly as he goes to attack, and you smack the sword down as his face comes like towards your stomach, and you lean down.
I gently place him back up.
I want to try to sneak away at this point.
Okay.
Yeah, my fills, just creep away.
Feint needs to
Go
be
back.
done with intent. Go and make the motions with your shoulder and wrist towards the right and then to the left. You want to make them move as close as they can to the object you're not trying to hit and leave it open. Try again. I back up about 4 paces.
Okay. He's going to make this attack with advantage using your guidance.
Go ahead.
21 to hit you.
Yes, it does.
And with that, he, because you've stepped so far back, he actually runs forward and throws his hand up, but then sidesteps at the last second and glances across your arm as you go to swing out.
What is he just dying over there? What is happening?
Having a moment, I'm sorry.
But he seems to have cut you.
Excellent. You have more practice than I thought. You didn't, no offense, you didn't exactly seem competent when we found you.
I was in the other room of a creature who could literally manipulate my mind. A horror of a creature. I wouldn't call that incompetence, but fear.
Is his guard down?
Yes.
I attack.
Give it to him.
All right. Go ahead. Are you trying to hold back on this one?
Always.
Okay, then roll with disadvantage.
I don't know him well enough to go full out yet.
Yep.
Yeah, this won't hit probably. 8 to hit.
As he is talking and saying this, and you kind of see his guard down, you come at him, and almost like instinct, he brings the blade up and parries it out.
Excellent. When his guard is down is the best time to attack a man. And I pull back.
All right.
I'm going to make 3 swings. Right, left, right. Block all 3. And I come at him.
Okay, and you spend the next however long you want
Yeah.
training him and going through this motion. And
It's about an hour after where there's an opening to the back door, and you see him instantly just drop the blade, kick it over real quick, and kind of stand blocking you.
I immediately draw my blade into my sheath, kind of getting the idea of what's going on here.
got it.
Reddard,
Uncle.
it's time to close up. I see that you been talking to your new friend.
Well, he saved my life.
Again, thank you.
Thank you.
I'll see you inside.
I'll be right in.
He goes in. Reddard is still outside.
Bit of a reaction. I go over and I pick up the scimitar and I clean off any dirt that's on it with my cloak and hand it back to him.
He takes it, puts it back in that little hiding spot that he had before.
I understand, I think. But there will be times where the guard will not be able to help you, and where no one will be able to help you, and you have to stand on your own strength. I don't know when that will come. It's good to be kind, but it's better to be strong and kind. I'll see you again in 2 days.
He nods. then goes inside. Doesn't say anything.
I pick up the rapier and put it back, and then I walk out of the alley.
All right.
Not saying you.
She had left.
I left.
Halfway through, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. You had actually stayed for another hour past the time that she had left, where you have made your way back to the manor, and you three have made your way back to the manor. What were you guys doing?
Yeah, do you guys do anything before you head back?
I'm gonna pick up a bag of peanuts.
Okay, pick up a bag of peanuts. Easy enough. Copper.
Yeah.
I scuttle in and bake a cake, singing the whole time. Like a Disney princess.
Like a what?
Like a princess.
Got it. You notice that although the kitchen is, where do you cook this cake?
I am going to cook it. We don't have a bread oven in the kitchen, do we?
You do have all the things you would need in the kitchen, however, nothing seems to work as you go to try and check as your taverns.
No. I grew up in a rundown monastery. If I've got a flat rock, I can make a cake.
Got it. So would you'd like to
promising.
cook it in the fireplace of the downstairs tavern?
Yes.
Got it.
The one in the kitchen is actually like you go and the actual like cooking fireplace in the kitchen. Like you look and realize that half of it is actually crumpled on the other side, and it's one of the things that definitely needs to be fixed.
All right. Then I'll go up into the other one that I cooked in.
There's that, but there's also this main fireplace here.
Oh, okay.
So this
that's
is
right. I forgot
this
there
is
was
the one. This is
All
the
right,
one
then I'll
that-
use the one in the tap room.
Okay.
And just pacing myself and stack things around, and I'll make the chocolate cake.
As you're doing all of this and setting everything up, a table is brought over to you, and everything's kind of organized, and everything seems to be set up for you. And as you light the fire, there's a strange warmth to it, a glow that you haven't really felt, but others may have before. Are you hurt at all?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh no, I'm not.
You're not?
No.
Okay. The warmth that you feel, though, the air you're breathing seems to be a little bit fresher. The pains in your joints from the day before seems to be a little bit lesser. And any bruising and old scars seems to kind of fade away.
This is interesting.
Nice fire.
Okay. Got it? No, I got what you're about to say.
Okay, well.
Venlee,
What?
you said I didn't know your favorite song.
Yeah.
Tell me what your favorite song's name is. Do you know it? Do you know the name?
I don't actually.
Can you sing?
Can you hum a tune?
Yeah, hum me a tune.
Oh fuck! I can't sing, Harold.
You can hum though.
Keep going. And I am going to start.
Make a performance check.
Yes, absolutely.
Oh, yeah.
Can I have advantage because she's helping me?
Yeah, actually.
Yeah.
Do it. Do it. You won't. Yeah.
18.
18. It takes a second, but then you're matching the pitch and harmony.
I'm adding flourishes.
Yep. It's not exactly what you remember, but it's close enough.
It's got that Herald vibe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a remix.
Yeah. A cover. And I'll play it, and I'll do my usual where I lean back in my chair on the back two legs and put my feet on the table and just kind of close my eyes and go.
Do you guys go anywhere else? You guys do anything else?
Just waiting on that cake.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really have much to contribute, to be completely honest. I'm just kind of like here for the ride. Like I got to see some birds, gonna have some cake. Like it's a day. You know?
As you guys make your way back from getting some peanuts, you walk in, and Seisha seems to be a little bit jauntier. And maybe it's the excitement of the cake and everybody being friends again.
Did you want to pick up anything while you were?
I wanted to go to the cat's eye store.
Okay.
I don't know what it's called, but I feel like someone named Victor is there because someone told me Victor from the Cat's Eye.
Who told you this?
One of someone's.
Okay.
It's in your.
It's in my notes. It says Victor ?
Yep.
Okay.
I go to that place.
Yep. There it is. The front of the shop looks to be nothing more than a private home within the townhouse structures. Its only distinguishing mark is an orange and black sign featuring a cat's eye, emboldened with the distortion of a magnifying glass. There's a painted text on the rippled glass pane of the front door that reads, "The Tiger's Eye." A small, thin wooden sign that reads, "Open," is fixed to the door handle. It seems to invite you in, yet the door is locked.
Knock.
You knock.
Yeah.
A few moments later, you hear the sound of the door unlock. The quaint, charming ring of a small hanging bell chimes, announcing your entrance at a regal apartment, dimly lit by flickering oil lamps affixed to the wall and lining a few books and parchments laden over tables of the interior. No one stands before you, as it seems the door unlocked itself.
Hello.
A plume of sweet, sharp-scented smoke curls around a shelf, followed by a sharp-dressed pale man in a dark cloak and a tilted fedora. His silhouette is sharply outlined, contouring to every edge of his face and attire by the dim, flickering light of a nearby lamp. As he steps forward, the light seems to dance around him. You notice the light never seems to fully illuminate his face due to the large brim of his hat and the smoke that pours out from his slim corn pipe.
Hi, my name's Venlee. Me and my group of companions own Trollskull Manor now. I was just checking what you got out at the Tiger's Eye.
Name's Trench, Vincent Trench. Detective, P.I., the Tiger's Eye. City's grown dark, a storm brews on the horizon. Like holding a refuse bucket with a barbed wire handle. What trouble's got you down?
Honestly, Vincent Trench, I was hoping that this was a components shop. Not gonna lie to a PI.
You can see now in the dim light, he wears a long, open trench coat with a gambeson padded shoulders, framing a double-breasted wooden toggle waistcoat, hiding away a black tie, contrast atop a stark white, crisp shirt tucked into his dark slacks that end in polished shoes that shine like a looking glass.
And he kind of takes another long drag. Afraid not, doll. No components here.
Well, it was lovely meeting you, Vincent.
Pleasure's all mine.
If you don't tell him to whistle, I am going to disown you.
You're not there!
This is the angel on your shoulder.
Thanks.
Let me know if you need anything.
Of
Always a
course.
pleasure when a pretty dame comes to the door.
Thank you.
Likewise, if you ever want to come by the bar once we get
Did you walk in?
Shit!
we were all together, weren't we?
No, you guys.
This is why when you.
I mean, that is kind of your thing. You've done it 3 times.
Yeah, I'm okay with it. And by the way, if you ever want to come by the bar anytime, it's you let us know. Trollskull Manor.
I just walk in eating the peanuts. Hey!
Those are for them.
Oh, I'm sorry. I
It's okay.
You are not a master spy like me.
That's absolutely true. You said it was a
The whole gaggle of you I see coming on.
Not the whole gaggle, but a gaggle. Of course.
Coming down by from the
gag,
manor across
if
the
you
street, getting it going.
That's the one.
It'd be good to get a drink close by nowadays. Let me know when you get up and running. I'll be
will.
right over. Name's Trench, Vincent Trench.
Vincent Trench. Okay.
That's the name.
All right. Well,
Let me know if you need anything found.
yeah.
I'm the guy.
If you ever need me, you just whistle for me, okay? You know how to whistle, right? Like just put your lips together and blow. Okay. Don't worry about it. I'll be back. And then I'll head back. Wait. I just didn't want to know what you were doing. I'm sorry. And I'll head back out.
I was following him. I got nothing better to do today.
Hand sneaks back in, takes a peanut, and comes back out.
I genuinely thought that was a component store for magical spells.
Makes sense to me. But now the eye thing and the private eye thing, it all really
Yeah,
adds
the eye
up.
of the tiger, like. You
You,
think it was a place to buy
as you leave and you hear the door close, you hear like almost like talking to himself. It was a strange night that they came to visit.
He'd been out of work for 2 months now.
He's looking hopeful. Looking to make a dime.
And then finally, a dame walked in.
A gorgeous dame. She had black, silky hair.
Long, pointed hair.
All right,
Butterfly
so
on her shoulder.
you guys.
I knew she was trouble.
You guys make your way
Look at
back
her face.
into
I'm in trouble.
into Troll Skull Manor, where you all see Seisha nearly done with the cake now.
Are you gonna mime this whole cake?
Yes. I'm frosting it now.
How's everybody feeling?
I'm down 1.
I want some cake.
Okay, so as you walk up and closer to Seisha, there's a warm glow that you are familiar with. It's almost similar to when Seisha heals others, as your body rejuvenates itself.
I like stopped.
Really good.
And you said I felt it like as I got
You
closer.
stood around for
Yeah.
like kind of standing near and watching for about 10 minutes went by but the very inviting, and as you're just kind of watching Seisha make this cake and kind of standing there, you've noticed that you feel revitalized.
Feels nice. I like walk a little bit away from Seisha.
And just about done. Hopefully Russ will get here soon.
Where did he go? I thought he was with you.
Yeah.
He had something he had to take care of.
Okay.
Oh God.
Yeah, is it one of those things we should be like worried about? Like, is he gonna come back with all limbs, or?
I think he will.
Okay,
I'm
good.
sure it's fine.
I mean, yeah, sure.
He's pretty smart.
Yeah, he could probably make do with one limb.
Oh. I'm sure it's fine.
I'm sure it's fine too, Seisha.
Hey, taste the frosting.
Yes.
Make sure it's okay.
I need you to make me.
Well, what kind of check is this?
Intelligence.
I'm gonna say intelligence.
For baking a cake?
Are you proficient in cook's utensils?
Oh.
Nope.
Just your intelligence.
Did you just poison me? Did I just get poisoned? Did you poison me?
No, that's a 5.
It's a 5.
It is bitter.
You know, like when you're a kid and you're like, oh man, this is gonna be the best chocolate milk, and then you go to eat that and it's just cocoa powder.
Yeah. There's even a kid on YouTube where he's like sitting there like,
Yep.
you see it like
So basically,
pumping out.
I did baker's chocolate and didn't add any sugar to
Nope.
the recipe.
You're like,
None whatsoever.
she likes chocolate.
Yeah, let me get a little taste of that. Let me just let me get a little. That's really
Isn't icing primarily made of sugar?
I put the sugar in, didn't I?
I don't even know how you got it to coagulate properly.
I mean, it's not terrible. It's not bad. It's not bad. I could take a slice of that,
No,
but I don't have to, though, right?
No.
just because you could.
Venlee,
We'll give it to the crows.
no, we do not give that to the crows.
No.
Jeez, we do not give that to the crows.
Do you want them to run away?
It's about this
Fly
time.
away, I guess.
Can I see it?
Voss walks into.
If I had time, I would have liked to have picked up my caltrip of stainless steel. We don't have
Okay.
time for that.
Okay, like
Just
rub it
pick
on
them
your
up.
gums.
Pick them up.
Okay.
We'll have
Quick exchange.
conversations with them.
Yeah,
later.
quick exchange. You get your caltrips, and they bid you adieu.
And I make my way back in.
Okay, you go
And-
enter.
Hey, boss, how about, a slice, how about a little bit of cake? Just a very small amount. Do not take a large amount of that
I
cake, boss.
take a big piece of cake.
No, boss, don't.
And I
No, boss,
Don't, boss,
don't.
you
put
really
it on the
should.
plate.
Don't do it. No, boss, it's okay. You don't have to do that. You don't have to do that.
Fine.
In the eyes
Really?
of the angel.
I don't have much of a sense of taste.
Do you know what
anymore.
cake is? Just curious. I mean,
Better for you this way, I think.
you know what? It's just.
I just
Dark
take the whole
bread.
cake and slide it to him.
Well, Venlee, congratulations.
I cut a slice and eat it.
You don't have to.
No, what are you talking about?
Maybe there's just a few cake connoisseurs here, and the rest of you are like cake unknowledgeable, not proficient in
No,
cakes.
this is.
I'll
tastes-
admit I am not proficient in cakes, was the word you used?
Yeah, that's the word I used.
Yeah, that's the word he used.
But anything that's edible is fine with me. This tastes fine. Thank you.
Not everybody came from the upbringing.
Saying, like, there's a lot of things that, like, are edible if you try hard enough, but, like, it doesn't mean you should
Really?
eat it.
What's the thing you tried hardest to make edible exactly?
Nothing. I was
Well, you
just...
sound like such an expert on the subject. You can
Well, I
inform
mean,
us.
you could eat
No,
non-toxic
guys, it's okay.
leaves, but it
It's
doesn't
okay.
mean you should.
It's okay. It's okay.
This isn't about us. This is
I'll
about.
get better.
This is about her.
And we're
I
celebrating
finished the
Venlee.
slice.
I finished mine.
We're celebrating Venlee. She
No,
did something
nuts.
really great today.
Something very difficult too. I'm impressed.
I don't
actually
know.
really
I feel like I need
surprised.
some deception rules.
Wait. Can we get some? Can we get a little speech?
They asked me what their name was, and I told them.
What was it?
And it was Vajra Safar.
You met the Blackstaff?
I met
Whoa.
the Blackstaff.
Okay.
What is she like?
Really
Hot.
interesting. She's very
Probably hot.
Hot,
Yeah.
no, she's very interesting. Like
No, she's not hot?
she's very down to earth. She's not like, oh, I'm a fucking great wizard.
So she's kind of humble looking.
No, she looks amazing for
Oh.
a human. Like
Okay.
Awesome.
For a human.
It's about this time.
Slide in there for a human.
It's about this time. The door opens.
Whoa.
Well,
Kara.
No,
no.
Kara?
Oh god.
nobody seems to walk in except a little,
I like that.
a little paper bird.
Oh!
The door closes and flies over straight to Harold.
Oh God. This
What is it? What is it? What is it?
That's a great question.
Open it. Read it.
Open it.
Okay. If anybody is looking over his shoulder, they cannot read it. It just seems like a scramble of letters. Harold, to you, says, Harold, I think we need to talk. You may have some questions. I have answers and I need your help. Preferably without V. Same place as always. Deeds before pride. Matron Merrick. And that's where we're going to end tonight's
Brutal.
Okay, I also feel the need, before we go into the giveaways and like ending stuff, I feel the need to explain, for the sake of the podcast at least, and to you guys, like what the hell we were laughing so hard over. Because I feel really bad about that.
Being on chat while we play.
Well, here's the deal.
Yeah, Katie, what are you doing?
Ooh, calm down.
Here's the thing. People were throwing out suggestions for T-shirts of like Boss and Bill, like Ronto quotes and stuff. And I don't know how versed with SpongeBob you all are, but I think a really great shirt would be, in quotations, I was born with glass bones and paper skin. Every morning I break my legs, and every afternoon I break my arms. At night, I lie awake in agony until my heart attacks put me to sleep. Box. You know.
And on that note,
idea.
We wanna
21 new subs today. That is amazing. Thank you all
Incredible,
so
you
much.
guys.
Remember to tune in next week to find out what we have at 100 subscribers.
Yes, it is going to be awesome. I will tell you right now, we will be giving away 2 things at 100 because it's 100 and it's just a great number.
Hey.
So we will have 2 things to give away to 2 different people. It's amazing. We'll announce that at the start of next session.
We're going to give a shout out to Jake Buster for the 2100 top, is the 2100 bits, as he is the top cheerer. You will be immortalized in the VOD
Yep,
description
as well as the credits here. That's awesome. I think it's time to make a pull
for the winner.
for our
Yes, just one.
just one. Groovy!
You win a Fomorian. May they make everyone in your party beautiful. A beholder. May
Beauty is only in the eye
of, yes, where beauty is the only I have, and a troll.
Who live on bridges.
Straight out the yawning portal, straight for you.
So we're gonna get those to you. We'll whisper at you to get your mailing address and all of that stuff. Our wonderful mods will do that. And one last thing.
After this is done, we're going to be rating a stream that's doing a Humane Society fundraiser.
Oh, awesome. So hang out in the chat. We're going to be doing a Twitch raid of a stream doing a Humane Society fundraiser, which is an amazing cause. We love all the animals. That's awesome. We thank you guys so much for being there. What?
Earl! Be excellent to each other.
I thought there was something else. I'm like, what? What am I missing? What am I missing? Be excellent.